The richest people are actually the ones making the decisions. As quiet as it's kept. You know what I'm saying? They talk about all this other stuff such as status, and I feel like the people that we know of are the people. Thank you. Are the people.
Had a Doctor Strange moment. That's what shit he'd
do.
The
people that we actually know of and can look up are the people who are put there kind of like as the face of whatever's going on behind them. You know what I'm saying? So what happens if the people
phone's on silent and your baby's
Oh, speaking of that, I need to do that.
And we are back with another episode of the Verbal Vitamin Podcast. Now, y'all want to go and do the handles first? Should we wait till everybody get here and do the handles?
Do the handles first.
We ain't got everybody here yet.
It ain't our fault that our sub-hosts are late.
We doing, 5:30. You know, you can't call me Danny Tanner, but I'm expecting a full house on the podcast today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're not here, so we're gonna start with you, sir.
I've been saving that joke for about an hour.
Go ahead. Who are you?
Now, to the left of me, I have a young lady by the name of Victor. Introduce yourself.
You didn't even give your hand.
I was about to speak.
You ain't even give your hand. You ain't introduce yourself.
I changed my handles a few days ago.
Still didn't put them out there.
Shit. Y'all can follow me at The Cosmic Christ, and that's on IG and Snapchat, and it's with a D, The Cosmic Christ on Twitter.
Nick Fury's back.
Hey.
Just want to point that out.
Would you be Nikki Fury though?
Hey. I said Nick.
Not in 2019.
See? You're not being
Exactly.
aggressive.
Where have your antennas
I
been?
need you to apologize.
Triggered!
I'm triggered!
That song fire, by the way. Janae Aiko is like
a goddess. Like, legit reminds me of a
We're
goddess.
introducing ourselves.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nick Fury.
Oh, I'm done.
Oh.
That's his turn.
It's just Mark.
Still Mark, still here. Do got some, I finally set up my Twitter handle. It's just Mark 3.
Because it was 3 other Marks before it was just me.
Or I'm the third sibling out of my family, or that. But y'all wouldn't know that, because it's just Mark.
This is the 3rd clone of Mark.
Mark 3.0. That's my IG.
Nigel, follow me on Instagram and
_ Eve, the Lonely Stoner. Hey.
Not the Lonely Stoner no more. I'm gonna keep saying that.
He's proud.
Yeah, I am very proud of that. Yeah, so just Eves on Instagram. Please follow.
The Homely Stoner.
And you know what's funny?
This
a
nigga
lot
said
of
the
people
Homely
have been
Stoner.
sending me a lot of requests, and I'm like, where are these coming from? And I'll be forgetting that. I'll be throwing tags out on.
Is it from
podcast.
bitches?
No, both actually, both. But none of that is my concern.
I can concur because ever since we started the podcast, my Snap and IG has gone up.
That's why I want to say mine. See, I got that kind of sign.
But
Right.
it's Vic, IG Fresh Prince Vic, Snapchat Dougie Fresh Vic. But I don't think I'm on Snap that much anymore because I feel like Snapchat is dying slowly.
They holding on. Oh, they trying so hard.
They
trying so
But
hard.
everybody stole their idea. Literally, everybody stole their idea. That's all Snapchat was, a story.
Yeah, IG took everything that Snapchat has.
And when I say
And it's their
Snapchat,
fault.
Snapchat probably had about a solid 3 months, and here come Instagram with stories.
That was a good year.
Was it?
Okay.
Well, a good solid year? Was
I
it
got
really a
y'all
full
some
solid
questions because
year?
I got to ask y'all a question before I drop this little piece of advice.
On then, real quick.
Has championship games been won by rebounds before?
Say it again.
Has championship games been won by rebounds before?
Offensive rebounds.
Okay, boom. Because this girl, she sent me
But
this
it
message.
go
Her
ahead.
question is, do you think anything good can come from a so-called rebound? Me being the
Why are you so
philosophical,
childish?
depends on the rebound.
Wait a
Championship
minute.
games been won off rebounds. So it depends on the rebound.
Any kind of rebound, offense or defense.
Yeah, rebound is solid, really. You get a rebound, you got the ball.
There you go.
By the way, speaking of basketball, Toronto is getting their ass beat. And I'm going for Toronto. I love me some Kawhi Leonard.
I thought
But they getting their ass destroyed.
if I said whoever comes out the East is winning this year.
I I'm not gonna say that because I don't see Toronto beating Golden State, but I see Milwaukee beating Golden State.
I see Toronto being able to beat them because of their backcourt, and they don't have an answer for Kawhi.
They don't have an answer for Kevin Durant.
When the Spurs played them,
They still haven't beat them in a 7-game series.
because Kawhi got hurt.
None of that matters. You
But
said the
when
Spurs.
Kawhi was, yeah, but
said the
this
Spurs.
Toronto team is better than that Spurs team.
Look,
easily.
Golden State still got the title, even though Kyrie and Kevin Love was hurt. That does not matter.
That make them
Still
even
champions.
more trash.
Still
though.
champions. Ain't nobody gonna look back on that
But
ring
when-
and be like, but
But
no,
when they was
got
fully
the
loaded,
ring.
what happened?
I mean, but people love
What you mean? What happened?
people love looking back.
Alright.
Yeah, I was saying LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron.
3-1.
Yeah, beat
You
them, yes.
ring
Came
a bell.
back. That's why I became a fan of LeBron. That 3-1 comeback.
I've always been a fan since he came in the league.
Oh, they pursuing Bradley Beal, by the way.
Bradley Beal and
Bradley
Anthony
Beal.
Davis.
That's my nigga.
Hey, that's what's up. Shout out Bradley Beal.
So their big
From
three.
I
St.
like
Louis.
Beta Red Bill too.
He from St. Louis. I thought you was really like shouting him out because he's from St. Louis.
Oh no.
Like he's legit
He
from
went to
St. Louis.
Chaminade.
Yeah.
You know
And
what's
I remember-
Who?
Uncle Bill. I hate that guy.
Yeah, they trash.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But I remember
I
when
never had them, but they just don't look clean.
You know who's a bad uncle? Uncle Tom.
I remember when Bradley Beal came
Uncle
and
Sam.
played East, and we was beating them the
You never
first
heard
half,
Uncle
and
Tom
then out of nowhere, Bradley
I
Beal
am
just
so
turned
upset
it up
with you.
and just dunked all over us the whole second half.
You said Hazelwood East.
Yeah, I mean we did good.
Basketball team.
We did good the first half.
He didn't say football.
Yeah, you ain't say football wouldn't matter.
He couldn't even say baseball.
We
And
did-
y'all was
hold
trash.
on, hold on.
That was
We
trash.
was trash. We
Yeah, I was
was
about to say that's why I didn't
I'm sorry,
join.
yeah, we
That's why I
was
didn't join. I said stick to AAU.
Hey, greats come in no matter what.
Bro, I don't like losing. I'm the biggest sore loser in the world.
It's okay to be a sort of loser.
I'm not finna depress myself every day coming to this damn
That's
practice.
what they do in the NBA.
I'm not in the NBA.
It's 'cause you,
That's why I play
That's what they
sports
do
I
in the
can
MLB.
control. Yeah.
Yeah, they also got contracts.
But that's why I play sports I can control.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's
You
another
get
way to look
contract.
at it.
Hey,
We
Hey,
can
I
lose
love
every
me
single
on me.
fucking game. I'm still getting a million.
Somebody said you give me any contract in a professional sports league, and I'll build a bench for your ass. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, mama, you can quit your job.
We made it.
We just gonna sit here and watch these niggas play.
Vic, you haven't got in all season. 2.5 million.
Yeah.
2.5 million a year.
But my spot on this bench is warm. It's clean.
I stayed with water. I brought a pillow.
I'm always hydrated.
Always.
I make these watercress sandwiches.
Vic, you
for
don't
the-
get in,
for
but
the
I am
team.
the best cheerleader this team has ever seen.
All the claps.
Like for real.
Oh, the go LeBron! That's what I'm talking about.
And they even got a window bonus on my contract. I do windows and trash. I clean up after here. Yeah.
I'm the second janitor.
Extra
Oh,
50,000. Look. What y'all need?
But
Tiles?
They call me contracted custodian.
what we got today? No, it's contractual engineer of what's it called?
I don't want to get into
It's
the
the long
heavy
ass
topics.
title
Into,
for a janitor,
I was about
to say
custodial engineer or something like that.
Yeah.
The cleaning man.
The
That's
cleaning
what
man.
fuck you- The cleaning
Tell me
man.
what you want.
housekeeper.
Hey, that's the nigga who clean our school.
The janitors at the post office make more than the carriers.
Are you serious?
You better start.
I was just about to say, let me get the
Get you a
cleaning,
broom.
Why
boy.
you carrying mail instead of tissue?
It's hard to get
Oh,
that
me-
job. It's
The fuck?
They
seniority.
got air conditioning.
It's hard to clean bathrooms.
It's
It's,
seniority.
yeah, it's probably because it's an easy job.
probably
It's just
a
like,
union.
Damn, I done
One of
moved up
those-
from the
All of
heat
us is a unit.
to now I'm
which is
inside
dope.
cleaning the
Which
toilet.
is
Can
dope
you bring your own
sometimes.
trash cans? Maybe they'll hire you
He
back.
bring everything.
Is it
He
the
bring
same
in.
union now?
He bring in pine saw, bleach, all type of
Pine
stuff.
saw. Pine saw ain't expensive. I mean, ain't cheap.
That sound like the bathroom.
He's
person
a
at the
pond
club.
thaw. That nigga, he done cuffed his cup like,
That's like the bathroom person at the club.
That nigga walk out the
Bringing
bathroom
candy,
proud that he done
towels,
cleaned up.
He got a brush
lotion,
for you.
perfume. What you need?
But somebody said, what's that smell?
Pine
That's the
saw,
power of
bleach.
pine saw, baby.
Right. Man, I'm taking a shit.
Hey, you know how my mama and shit walk in? It smell clean here.
If your mama get that kind of compliment, boy, you know it's
Man.
clean. You know it's clean.
Every 2 hours.
Like, is
Trying
that
to tell
pine
you.
saw? So I was at the post office the other day and I smelled pine saw.
Yeah, Shirley don't play that one.
And
Shirley
it was
do
a
not
little
play
bit
that
of
one,
bleach in that
boy.
pine saw.
Need a lighter.
So what we got today?
We're not getting into none of the heavy subject until our guests get here. We literally
Nigga,
just
all
said
I
it.
heard was nigga dubba dubba.
We're not doing the pills until I guess.
Get his new album.
Oh, okay.
Hear the rest of the lyrics. That's all.
Coffee and cigarettes.
That's how you gonna wrap
Coffee
it
and
up.
cigarettes.
Coffee and cigarettes.
Well, I don't
bro.
do. I ain't on the coffee and cigarettes no more. That's your solo album now.
No. You
I'm-
can't.
You
Once
don't
the
even have
album's
love.
already out, you can't take it back.
The group broke up.
That's fine, but we still got that collab.
We out of sync. We ain't in
Still
sync,
got
nigga.
that
I'm
collab.
Justin. I'm going solo.
That's cool. I'm Nightwing now.
I'm holo. I'm a hoe on the low.
You know, Nightwing, he got him a girl and stuff.
That ain't
so-
hard.
Yeah, he got
Do
him
you
a
know
girl.
They
They
talking
try-
about making a movie.
Do you know they trying to
I wanna
get
see it.
Edward?
Cullen as Batman?
Why?
Robert Patterson as Batman.
No, that's
Batman can't sparkle.
You know, it's
You
one
the
guy, I
Dark
can't think
Knight,
of his
nigga, not the
name.
twinkling sun.
I can't think of his name, but he played in the not the last Robin Hood movie, but the one before.
Robin Hood?
Robin Hood?
Yeah.
I ain't see those.
Is
Yeah.
it Men in Tights?
Nope, not that. No, that's the that's the comedy. It's the parody, not that.
Oh, you talking about the dude from Kingsman?
yes. Oh wait.
Oh, yeah. That's him.
Kingsman.
That's
Is that him?
Yep, that's him.
The
Really?
movie with Jamie Foxx.
Yep.
You talking
No.
I heard it was
No,
trash.
he'll play a
about the
better.
Robin Hood movie with Jamie Foxx? in it?
No, I said not the latest one, but
Okay.
the one before that. Oh, how about this? He played in Law Abiding Citizen.
No. I don't
You were
know.
close to Robin Hood.
Yeah. no.
Have you seen Law Abiding Citizen?
No.
Who hasn't seen
I
Law
haven't
Abiding
seen it in
Citizen?
a
You know,
while.
okay.
That's a good ass movie.
Exactly. Law Abiding Citizen is that crap.
That shit is.
But
Boy.
it's the dude who was in jail. What's his
You
name?
know it.
I think he would play a great Batman,
I don't know.
I know.
and he has a great chin for it.
You look at niggas' chins.
I mean, Batman only shows his mouth.
You
and
look at
chin.
niggas' chins. How
You
much
talking
chin
about
look?
Gerard Butler?
Look at
Yes,
his face.
yes. I think he would play a great Batman.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, wait. A good Batman.
Why you just say nigga from Gladiator?
A good
Well, I said the next
Oh.
A good
Yeah,
Batman.
Gladiator
or a
would be.
good-
Everybody seen Gladiator. Come on.
Everybody seen Law Abiding Citizen.
Nah, what I mean by everybody see
no.
Gladiator. Gladiator come on USA at least once a month on a Saturday.
It's like
So
Bad
what Ben
Boys on
Affleck-
TNT.
What Ben Affleck showed from the DC movies was he was a good Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
He wasn't a good
That
Batman.
might get fucked
Christian
up,
Bale
Bruce
was a
Wayne,
good
though.
both.
Yes, he was.
So Gerard Butler, is he gonna be a good Batman?
I think he could play both of them.
He had a
good.
beautiful voice. That's all I know.
Who?
I don't know who Gerard
Which
Butler
one?
is.
Christian Bale.
Christian
Yeah.
Bale. Oh yeah.
Gladiator.
He just sound like he just needs some throat lozenges.
His voice was beautiful.
That was so stupid. That was.
Little NyQuil, he'll be fine.
I hated his voice on the trilogy.
That nigga need to be what's the
Did
little things
too
a
much.
humidifier?
You had all this technology, but couldn't get nothing to change your voice.
He didn't want
You
to
just-
suck on cough drops.
He gotta sound like that.
He is constipated.
So you
Let
fight
him
just.
be.
Well, no,
No.
I thought in the first Batman he did that. He put like when he was Bruce Wayne, he had somebody locked up, and he put the little voice recorder to his
So
throat.
you thinking of Scary Movie when they had the what's your favorite?
No, I'm not. No, or it
He
probably
still wear
was,
black though.
Salt.
Still had on the mask.
no, it was Christian Bale in the very first Batman
I like Marvel.
I don't remember him putting even with that being said. Why
when he did it to Ra's al Ghul.
Why didn't he keep it?
He did keep it.
You think,
No.
You sure not talking about Bane with the
No,
man?
I'm talking about
Yes,
when Batman
Bane.
had.
That was
Wonder
I feel like that was a decent Bane in the trilogy.
That was dope. I like Bane.
I like how they did it without the juice, but I really still would have wished they would have put the juice in.
No, I think it was,
You gonna
He
ban
had
on
the juice.
steroids?
but it just wasn't green and all that stuff.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, what juice did he have? He didn't have no juice.
Because he looked
He
like a
took a
regular
shot.
strong
He
nigga.
took-
He had
okay,
juice,
he
but
took a
I
shot.
got
I
the
got
sauce.
you.
I was saying because he looked like a regular strong nigga.
Yeah,
he
he
didn't look
took a
like the
shot.
cartoon.
And
like,
Bane,
I like how he talked.
and Bane
like
is
how he
Mexican. This dude is English. or
Yeah,
something.
but it was the intellect that I was enjoying.
Is he Mexican or is he Spanish?
Hey, you
There's a
remember?
Bane.
difference. There is a
Hey, you
difference.
remember from 21?
Because they will get mad.
he was doing that accent. He was like, "My name is Jam."
yeah,
But if-
that shit was hella funny.
Hey, Holmes. He's like,
Hey,
"What your boy saying?"
I bet y'all old boss slap his hands like this.
Who?
Y'all old boss, the one hand dude.
Oh, Jordan.
Yes.
Oh,
Actually, he used to clap it on the dead hand. yes, he
it
used
was
to
more
clap
for
it on
show,
the dead
never
hand.
for effects.
Yes,
Always for show.
yes. Can I get
Yeah.
that ashtray?
I'm sorry. I'm a bad person because that grossed
Fuck
me
him.
out. It just
Damn.
grossed me out.
Yes, and I
It's-
hope he listens to this episode. I have no heart for that man.
Can I disrespect him a little bit?
Yes.
Fuck you, you one-armed bastard.
Yes. He wasn't the best.
You going to jail?
He definitely had both his.
He gotta put his jackets on like
Wow.
He actually hid his dead arm behind people in photos.
I know. That's the
I
funny
played
shit.
the guy he hid it behind before.
That's the funny shit because of the fact that you gotta be on it every time somebody take a picture.
All side angles.
Nigga, do you want a picture? Oh, of water? Oh, never mind. I thought I just had to get ready. We finna go play baseball. We need a new picture.
So y'all know how serious the Full Metal Alchemist was after he had like tried to transmute his mom back to life.
Mm-hmm.
You know how serious he was when he like saw the door. I feel like that's what happened to Jordan when he hit that tree with the snowmobile.
Oh.
He like and that like turned him into an asshole. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what happened.
Well, see, they said he was a bigger asshole before the dead arm.
Damn.
Yeah. So, if we think he a big asshole now, imagine it before. Imagine if he had two hands.
So that's like
oh,
took his-
goodness.
So
The world knew.
Right.
What'd you say? It was fate.
They was like, nope.
not to take a dark turn real quick.
We're
but I do-
already on.
He did take
We're
a
already
dark
on the
turn.
road. Yeah.
No, even
That's hella funny.
anyways.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Did y'all hear about Stan Lee's manager?
Yes.
How do y'all feel about that?
Wait, have there
Stanley
been
Man
like,
of
Stan Lee, Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
His former manager was charged with elder abuse.
good? Finally,
Well,
that's good.
he says that it's not true.
course.
He said
Because
that,
he got
charged.
the man, he said
Ted
that
Bundy
this is
said it wasn't true.
Oh,
Nah,
I
he
get
confessed to
that.
that
But
shit.
he said this
Later.
is he said this is a scheme for his daughter to get back at him because he spent so much time with Stan Lee when he was alive.
Nah, I'm pretty sure.
That's what he said.
I'm pretty sure
It's-
that he
It's
saw an
Sunday.
opportunity.
You ain't got nothing to do. Let me get you high today.
He saw an opportunity
Wow.
to exploit an old man going through dementia who wasn't in his full mental capacities, and he took
Oh, shit,
it.
Stanley was still
and
still suffering from
and,
dementia?
he got caught, flat out. But do I think
So he did. So you think it's true?
absolutely because he's a human being, and he saw an opportunity that he didn't think he would have
He would
to
get
pay
caught
for.
from.
He would have to answer
Yeah,
for.
they did.
Absolutely.
Oops, excuse me. They said that his security, that he had hired security to keep his family away from Stan Lee when he was
Yeah.
on his dying bed. You know what I'm saying?
Who
So there's
yeah,
yes, there's
No,
something behind that.
He's trying to get that money.
Start spelling. See. Maybe his daughter was a little pissed off though, and he just added that in to make it sound better for himself.
I see what you're saying.
He
It
just
might.
got an excuse
She might
for
be.
it.
She might have been jealous, but she might not actually be
I got
the
a
one
question for
doing
y'all.
it.
She's not that
It's
pissed.
real.
Nah.
Here's the thing, though. There are investigators. I'm not saying that people can't be corrupt, but I'm saying like the likelihood of them framing somebody for this type of like crime is unlikely. I
Yeah.
feel like they have to have a case.
Yeah.
They have to have.
Because nobody just look at you and be like, you know what? Elderly abuse.
Yeah.
Boom. You.
I mean, you can say what you want and accuse
I'ma do
people of
some-
things, but there are people who are paid to figure that shit out. We're like, something don't sound right about this story. I need to investigate some more. And they get to the bottom of it. It may take them a while, but that's what they do.
Is Stan Lee a historic figure?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
from the comic book standpoint.
He's a cultural figure.
Cultural figure?
Yeah.
I like that
Historical,
more.
time will tell.
Hello,
and
people.
these things are like timeless. Hey guys are going on.
We got
love that hoodie.
some guests in the building. How you
On
doing?
me. Guests up in the building.
Introduce
I
yourself.
love that hoodie.
Try that again, nigga. That was trash. Nigga, if that was the Wonder Twins, we would not have activated.
I was just gonna say, if I was activated, form of a redo.
We would have been hella fucking fucking
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's happening, y'all? It's Jordan back up in here. Follow me on Twitter mainly. It's called at the Young Son, and
at the young son.
yeah,
Don't do him.
the
And
Young
it's funny if
Son.
he was like, yes.
Look at him.
At
Absolutely.
the
No,
young
the.
son.
The THE. So,
You mean the?
Now was that son as in a son or son as in a son?
both.
Alright, so you can have a basketball jumping at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
No, I gotta be a son. Gotta be a son. Gotta be a son. Two of them is gonna be a little boy and it's gonna be an actual son.
But what we asked before y'all got here,
Hold on, introduce yourself
Oh, yeah.
as well, man.
Hey.
She
Hey,
waves
That's
every
bang.
time.
it's Trinice. Hey guys. So
Hello.
I'm a little faded, so let's see how this goes.
But you here though, so it's
Aren't we all?
You
been drinking I went to a winery tour this morning.
Oh, that's fun.
I'm trying
You
to
went
be
where?
like her.
You went where?
A winery tour.
gonna do that.
And I had 2 edibles and I just smoked. So
Damn.
let's just.
She's gonna make it through half
Happy
of the
Sunday,
podcast.
bro. Happy Sunday.
Other half gonna be him. I mean, gonna be her. Knocked out.
No, but what we asked for y'all got down here. First question: how do you feel about the Stan Lee situation? Have you heard? His manager is being charged with elder abuse.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
And-
That's some motherfucking bullshit. Everybody should motherfucking assemble, everybody.
It's like
Fans,
on the
assemble.
end part of The Color Purple when Sigler was like, "We gonna stand around and whip your ass."
Oh, God, bro.
All the Avengers assembled.
And 2, is Stan Lee a historic figure? Mark said he's a cultural figure.
He is a historic and cultural figure because he made history within the culture.
But he didn't make it by himself though.
He didn't make it by himself, but he is a large
He's
pillar.
the name.
I
He
mean,
is a-
So
Who makes it by themselves anymore?
he is a
Mark?
pioneer.
Yeah,
We
he's
all
he's the
need
name
fans.
behind it.
Oprah.
That bitch ain't make it by herself.
No, she was her white. The
Gail.
white. No,
Oh.
what's the white man that was trying to marry her ass for
You
years?
talking about Stedman?
Yeah,
No,
he was-
Stedman ain't white.
I thought Stedman was white. I'm sorry.
Hell
I'm
no,
sorry.
Stedman ain't white.
They let you know how unimportant
He
this
bought
man
your
is.
color. No, Stedman is the best side bitch ever.
He
That
was
nigga
trying to marry
plays.
her
That
for
nigga
a
plays his
while.
role. He don't cause no problems.
Because you know good and well, he be like, I'll pay for it. He got like a $10 million net worth and he got Oprah. He's like, that's cool, baby. I got it.
You know what? With a girl like
Dinner's
Oprah,
on me.
with a girl like Oprah, I would actually try to pay for everything.
Why?
Just because I probably ain't got to spend money on shit else. We're going out to eat. Yeah, I pay for it.
Or
Because I know
eventually,
you probably got
you
the
would
bread.
never have to
You
pay
probably
for
got the
another
light.
thing in
You
your
probably
life.
got my car. Like, you know,
And
yeah,
that's-
I got this little McDouble you want.
In that situation, I would feel like they got the same bank account.
Yeah.
Ah, nah.
Because once you hit a certain amount, his money is making money. Just like Oprah's making money.
Oprah money
Oprah
ain't
too
making
smart
money.
for that.
No, not
Oprah
even
money
that.
making babies and they making
No,
money.
I'm
Oprah too
talking about
smart for
as
that.
far as them being a couple.
Yeah.
You know,
Oprah too
couples
smart
tend to
for that.
join
Well,
bank
because
accounts.
her and Gail don't give each other gifts because they say we already got everything we want. So like,
That's cute or whatever.
That's
rich people.
Bitch, give me something.
She's like, what's your problem?
Give me some more shoes. Give me a new
Yes,
belt. Shit,
Yes,
give me
indeed.
something.
Press the button. We can get something brewing. Yeah.
Oh, you gotta do it again.
Jordan.
So I can turn it on.
It's gonna turn blue.
Don't break
Press
it
it
now.
to the top.
Take it to the limit.
Wow.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Oh, did anybody hear "Father of the Side"? DJ Khaled's new album.
I was
No.
not listening to
No.
DJ Khaled.
It's trending at number 2 on YouTube, but I can't bring myself to click it.
It is. It is.
I mean, is it him? It's not him.
No,
it's,
I mean,
it's his
It's
collaboration.
his collaborations. He
Oh,
got.
then
Who he got on? Who he got on?
He got on
He
there.
got Nipsey.
He got Nipsey
Oh, yeah.
and John
Yeah.
Legend, and that song
But,
is.
I mean,
I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm not gonna
That's
say
probably
that's not
Nipsey's
true.
best
It's
song.
great.
No, it's not.
I'm sorry, bro. Nipsey's music. I'm not talking about what he did. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
his
he
music
not-
is
yeah.
not really good.
It
And
is
we
good.
can't hype up his music.
No.
It is.
No.
It is not.
It's,
a he-
it's not a. Are you saying objectively?
I was just
It's
saying,
not good.
some
One at a
music
time, please.
good for some people and not other people. So
Is it?
depends
It depends on what you're trying to.
Yeah, what you
know,
mean.
listen to.
In my opinion, Victory Lap was one of the best albums that came out that year.
Fact.
Honestly, in my opinion. And I'm not a Nipsey Hussle fan of his music. Like, I listened to his mixtapes, and I wasn't a fan. And then I heard Victory Lap, and I thought it was, like, hell
How about
dope.
this? I heard nobody speaking nothing of Nipsey, even doing his musical career.
That's not true. Because if that
I
was,
heard nobody speaking
that
of
was-
him.
My
if-
older
if
brother,
that
my
was-
cousin, his homeboy.
What,
if that
three
was-
niggas?
I'm not
counting that.
just saying,
No, I
as
have
far as
not
my
I
heard
experience
see.
and what
nobody.
I
also
see what
see.
you mean.
He didn't get his.
He's
I
not-
did not hear about Nipsey till he died.
I
If
heard
he
about
did-
him the last Grammys because Cardi B won, and everyone's like, "What?
If-
Everything else there was so good."
I heard about him the last
Blah,
Grammy
blah,
thing. That's when he
the
stopped
last
Shadow dude.
Grammys.
if he wasn't big...
Ain't that, before Nipsey died, last thing I heard about Nipsey was him slapping Shadow dude.
Oh, that's big.
Before that, it's like-
I'm
At
sorry,
the
did you hear about
Grammys,
that? He opened hand slapped somebody?
Hell yeah.
Is that
Is
why
that
he
most-
died?
Nah.
I feel like you gotta die.
Nah.
Don't open hand slap me.
Nah.
I gotta
Public,
kill you.
nigga at an
Yeah.
award show.
Most people know
Oh, you got me
Nipsey
messed up.
just
Yeah.
off the grip of what who he was and what he was.
This is worth the
getting
death.
cracking in the community.
Let her finish.
If he wasn't
sorry.
big, then he would have never been on DJ Khaled's album.
What'd you just say?
If not, he wasn't
What did you just
big.
say?
I don't think so.
If he wasn't popping like how you say he wasn't, he wouldn't have never been on DJ Khaled's album.
I'm not going with that. I told you.
I mean, but is
If-
DJ
if that-
Khaled
how about
really
this?
like
He
the
is.
metric?
He is. He's
DJ
that hot
Khaled
to where
is
he
up
only
there.
has names on there, to be honest.
Yeah.
Or at least the hit songs.
But I feel like that's
But
because he's not making
if
no
that's the
music of
case,
his own, though.
if that's the
He
case,
makes
why
the
wasn't
beats.
Nipsey on the album? Like he was just about to hit a peak.
Mm-hmm.
Why wasn't he on an album with DJ before? I feel like his
He
name.
one of them niggas that's like Pusha T. He been around for hellas. You can't.
But I
say
like
that-
Pusha
you-
T
but
back
you-
then.
But I don't like Pusha T at all. It's all preference.
And I give you that.
then.
But you heard of Pusha T.
And I've heard of
And when
Nipsey.
I started listening to Nipsey, I'm like, this shit trash. Why do people listen to this?
Is-
It's what
do
he's
you like
saying
West
is
Coast-
good.
Do you like West Coast?
What he's saying
That's
is, I
another
fucks with
thing.
what he's saying. People say listen to what he's saying. I get what you're saying, but you still have to deliver it, especially if you're a lyricist.
Do you like
His
West
songs, he do not have
He
good
didn't claim to
playback
be a
songs.
Do you like West
But
Coast
it's
music?
Pusha with the A.
I mean, to be honest with you, it doesn't matter where the music
Do
from.
you
If
like West
I
Coast-
feel it, I like
Do
it.
you
But
like
the-
West Coast
that's
music?
different.
It's
a
not
big-
about where it's from because
That
if
matters,
I
though.
feel it, I like it.
that matters
It does.
because
It doesn't because it doesn't.
It really does
Why?
because first of all,
'Cause I'm-
different songs, bro. I sit down and make these, bro. Different songs, different areas, and different like cities have their own
Sound.
arrangement formula.
I
Their
said
own
said
sound.
when I feel it, I like it.
I know,
when
that's
it comes to
cool.
music, it doesn't matter where it's from.
No,
when it comes to
this is-
music, if you feel music,
no, this
you
is
feel
what I
music.
mean. If, for instance, West Coast sound, they sounded so particular. As soon as you hear like the beat, as soon as you hear the beat, you can tell it's a
you
West
know
Coast sound,
why
and it
it's
can
in.
instantly turn you off.
That's how
Just
local
like for
culture influences
a long
music.
time, I
Right,
didn't
I
like
get that.
for a long time I didn't like anything
I
from
get
New
that.
York. I didn't like Jay-Z. I didn't like none of that stuff because I didn't like the New York sound. And then as I got older, I was like, this shit.
I am
actually
not
cracks.
against
I don't like Jay-Z.
any form of music. I'm not against it. I like all music. That's what I'm saying.
It's
You
all
ain't doing no
preference.
poker, nigga. What you doing?
I mean, if you playing and I'm feeling it at that moment, nigga, I knew nothing about Bohemian Rhapsody, nothing about that nigga Queen.
What about that nigga?
Really?
Yeah, I knew nothing about him until I watched Wayne's World, and I didn't even realize that was the same nigga who
I've
sang
never
that
seen
song.
Wayne's World.
It's funny. It's hilarious.
Ain't
actually.
Queen a group?
I didn't think Mike Myers was funny
Yeah,
in anything
right.
else until
I
I,
don't
saw
wanna say
Wayne's
it.
World.
He wasn't funny in Austin Powers?
No, that's what I'm saying. Oh, I'm sorry. Austin Powers was my
Nigel.
thought in my head of when I was saying
Oh,
anything else.
Nigel. Queen is a group.
Yeah, I know, but
You said I ain't know nothing about that nigga.
oh, I mean, come on now, It was a group, but one nigga ran the show.
That is true.
No,
Yes.
no.
He told them niggas
From being
what to
somebody
do.
who's big on rock music, you can't do that.
Why not?
Just because I'm lead singer, this is still a group.
No, I said
But
they
he-
might have been a group, but
but they
you know
put-
who was running the show.
He put the arrangements together. He put all the instrumentation together. He ran that group.
He had them to speed up his process.
Can you answer this question for
That's
me?
all it was.
Who are the other members of Maroon 5?
Maroon 4, duh.
Oh, okay.
What kind of question is that?
Everybody but Adam Levine.
Exactly.
The
Well,
rest of them.
I can't agree with.
Name two other members of NSYNC besides Justin.
It's not. It's because they
Joey
didn't carry
Fat one.
themselves like that.
Hard to with that one.
We got
And
the
Chris Wallace.
Backstreet Boys.
Nick Carter.
Damn.
Come on, you was on the roll.
Shit, hold on.
Because we
That
can't.
nigga John.
We also
Larry.
Yeah, just start naming.
we also can't act like
Asian
that
names.
Backstreet Boys
Larry
had no
Page.
hits.
Brian.
No,
Backstreet
but
Boys has some major hits.
as far as groups, you can only do that with certain groups. Some groups, everybody carried their weight,
Yeah.
and other groups, it's literally just that one person. Like for instance,
And they want it
Jodeci.
to be that way.
Jodeci, Casey, and JoJo, they carried the group, but it's not like Devontae and all them didn't do nothing. Like
I ain't
Dalvin
know
and
the
all,
niggas' real names.
Devontae and Dalvin, all of them, they wrote music as well. But Casey and JoJo was the better singers of it, and that's why they blew up more than the group.
What about Ray Sherman?
That's why it's Michael
What about Ray
Jackson
Sherman?
and
Ray
Jackson
Sherman, they
5.
carried both their
Well,
weight.
what about
They are
Backstreet?
literally two separate group, like two separate genres, nigga.
Oh.
Jackson 5.
So do we
and
go
Michael
back?
Jackson.
Do we go back and say that it's Beyonce and Destiny's Child?
No, we gotta
Kelly
separate
Kelly
that.
held her weight.
She did. She did. She
held
did.
If that's the way Michelle did too.
No, she did.
She did in the gospel realm.
Oh,
So my
what
girlfriend
one
convinced
song?
me-
From what I
My
heard,
girl convinced me
I
that
don't listen
Kelly
to
actually
gospel
had
I do.
a better voice than Beyonce.
She does.
And she does.
She does.
Say that again. Kelly Rowland
has a better
She
voice.
does.
She has a
Than-
stronger
Beyonce
voice. It's not
no
a better voice.
Powerhouse singer.
Right.
She's
No,
an
listen.
entertainer.
No, listen. No.
Her daddy-
She's a performer.
Exactly.
This is what I say.
But she can definitely blow y'all.
No, she
Don't take
I'm
that
not
away.
Jay-Z
from her.
know that.
Like two different notches
Hey,
though.
But you don't go to
She right
Beyonce
here.
for the
Yeah,
sing.
she
just
stay
for
at
the
Beyonce.
She be right there. She don't go high notes no more.
This is
I'm not
You
saying
know what?
she
She
can't
learned
sing,
that on
but
Ego when she tried to do that.
Can I just tell y'all one thing? Y'all know where the inspiration from these lights came from?
Word.
Seeing Thanos get beamed up in his ship.
Oh my God.
Yes, Vic.
No, but I would say Kelly is
I was right
more.
over there.
She's a stronger singer,
Yeah.
as far as being able to project and things like that. But Beyonce, she's the more talented singer. She has more range. She
More
has
training.
more. She has more control over her voice. So that's why Beyonce is a better singer. But go ahead.
Since we talking about current music,
How current is
Old
current music?
Town Road definitely needed the video to
That
accompany the
video was
song.
fire.
Yes, I fucked
To
with the
make it
video.
work.
I,
I
sure
haven't
fucked with
seen the video, but before
it's
I
not
seen
a
the
video, y'all. It's a movie. They said
It
it's a
hell is a
movie.
movie.
They
But
got
he
that-
They
did
said
say
it's a movie.
my life is
They
a
got
movie.
that Monet and her emotion picture from her album Dirty Computer last year. I listened to it.
Oh, yeah.
Janelle Monae's.
Go right in and boom.
Fire.
Oh, she got a new album?
It
Uh,
came
last
out
year.
last year.
Oh,
Last
oh,
month.
okay, okay.
Janelle
Monae.
Dirty Computer.
I
She
gotta
put
listen to
out
it.
this emotion picture. So it's like a series. Well, it's a movie
Of unfortunate events.
that is broken
my
up
shit.
into her
Yes.
song.
What
Yes,
Chris
we
Brown
did.
did.
It's
Chris
like-
Brown did it
Which
first.
one? Movie
Oh, he
or
did?
show on
Yeah.
Netflix?
For what?
Books.
Have we ever had?
You know, I started with the books in
Uh,
school. That was the books I used to read to get stuff.
Royalty.
Yeah, get the point.
Yeah, I used to
Have we-
read
Did
those.
Nicki do it for? Nicki did it with her.
Didn't our
Kanye did.
first,
No,
though?
Kanye
What?
did. Technically.
Michael Jackson did it before everybody else.
Technically, he
Wait,
did.
what we
I don't know.
R. Kelly
But
did it
Michael
first.
Jackson did
Yeah.
it before
But
everybody else.
But
Kanye.
people put out like little short movies for their albums. So
Oh, then yeah, for real. Michael Jackson did it
Michael
before
Jackson
everybody
did.
else.
Yeah,
There was a
Michael
time.
Jackson.
Yeah, and
Remember the
Kanye.
fuck
That shit
Thriller.
fire though.
Kanye.
Yes, Thriller was a legit movie.
Thriller's a feature film,
Like
dog.
16 minutes long.
Was that-
Kanye did it with Dark Twisted Fantasy.
That was
He did.
such a good album.
Really?
That was such a good album.
Looking back
And
at-
Trapped
that
in the
was actually one of
Closet.
Looking back
Oh, you
at
did?
it,
Oh, I
Nah.
didn't say that.
Trapped in the Closet was more like a hip opera.
What?
Yeah. It's a
It was
hip
a whole. It was
opera.
like a
It's-
series.
it's not different songs.
It's
though.
13.
It's one song.
It's
Yeah,
13
with different
fucking
chapters.
chapters, and they.
It was
Yeah, no, but
different
when,
episodes.
It's
but
fire,
when we
though.
say movie, we talking about this song and then this
They
song and then that song.
transition
This
into different songs.
What I mean by hip hop,
Okay, okay.
if you
So it has
So
to
a
be.
movie to go with their album.
right.
They-
Right, that was a whole.
No,
every
That's
song
one
he
song,
sang.
same beat and everything.
yeah,
Okay.
and you can actually put that on stage.
Did you see what Nicki did with? What
I
was
would
it, the
love
Pink
to see
Print?
that on stage. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
she
Yeah, I
did
know.
Crying Game and
Yeah.
all.
Even
She
Lemonade.
did both multiple songs.
Yeah,
like a little
Lemonade
short
did it too.
Feature.
But Kanye did it the best with my Dark
Lemonade
Twisted
did
Fantasy.
do it. Yeah.
True.
Uh-huh.
When
That
I
album
first
was
heard
really
my
good.
Dark Twisted Fantasy, I did not like it, but it grown over the years,
I've listened to the album by itself from beginning to end. Like,
and it's
several
hard.
times.
Yeah, without
Hell.
pressing skip or none of that. That
All right,
song-
I got a
that album
question.
was hard.
And I want everybody to go around. An album you can play, an album or mixtape or EP that you can play, no skips. You ain't skipping shit.
I got you.
Sister album I
So
listened
with
to
you.
through. I can listen
Which
to
one?
through and through. She only got one. Well, no, she don't. She
Shay?
got two, but
Control,
her last
right?
one, Control. Yeah,
Okay,
that,
Jordan.
Hold on, man, because I gotta think about it.
Okay,
it's a couple,
Nigel.
but that's the first one. that comes to my
Born
head.
Sinner by J. Cole. I have no skips.
That's it.
Not
Okay.
one.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Okay.
Kanye West. Come back to me because I'm having another one.
Give me a minute.
For me, it's Popular Culture. It's a mixtape by a guy named XV. Oh wait, that one and Burials by AFI. That's a white rock band. I'm not skipping shit. Playing it all through, singing my heart out.
Okay, I have a couple. Oh well, you can go.
Look, he said I need time.
Probably,
No, I got it.
probably Evermore by the Underachievers.
I do like
Think
some of the
up on-
underachievers.
Yeah. First,
They've inspired some poems, a few.
on me, they're just like they good nigga. They like, just good.
I'm gonna take these suggestions and I'm gonna go.
So mine are Jodeci, Past, Future, Present. Chris Brown, have Heartbreak on a Full Moon.
One thing, Chris Brown, greatest entertainer of all time.
Facts. That's a fact.
Damn.
So
One of.
So Jodeci, Paz.
So cute.
You are such a damn parent.
Yes, I know.
I was
y'all.
like,
I'm
is that
sorry.
a baby?
She said, "Is that a baby?" I was like, "Oh yeah, you want to see him?" Then you know, you show one person, you got to show all. You know. I'm sorry.
So I'm so
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
That was me this time.
The power of a baby that just shows you right
No,
there.
I respect it. No,
Yeah, that's so hard.
what I say? Jodeci, past, present, and
That's
future.
how you got her pregnant.
Chris Brown, Heartbreak on the Full Moon.
You listen to that? No skips.
No skips. 3.5 hours.
I haven't heard
Chris
Soul
Brown
Food
had last
yet.
album?
Yeah.
I haven't even heard
Nigga,
it.
what the fuck you doing?
Boy, you know how
Ralph.
many albums? You know
Yo,
how
Ralph,
many songs
I
on
listen
that
to it
album?
while I'm on my route.
You know how many
That's why.
songs
I'm like,
on
nigga,
that
I'm not. I
album?
don't. No.
Um,
Sorry, Chris. We got to break this shit up.
Yeah,
and his
get
new
tired
album is
after a
coming
while.
out soon. It's called Indigo. But
That nigga's songs are a workout.
Big
too.
Shine,
It's too
Dark
bad.
Sky Paradise.
Can't work out to Chris Brown.
Hold on, Big Shine, Dark Sky Paradise. Bryson Tiller. What's the name of his album?
What was that one?
Trap Soul.
Yeah,
Trap Song
And
was
you know-
a
and
good
that's the
one. No
second one
skips.
for me.
Uh-huh.
Every Bruno Mars album I can listen to.
Oh,
it
no.
from
Bruno Mars is a showman.
I'm sorry.
No, you good.
I
no.
want to see Bruno Mars perform because he is a
Yeah, but I can't listen to his music.
Chance the
straight.
Rapper.
I know you're probably looking for something to roll up on.
I can't even go through Chance.
Chance the Rapper. No, Chance the Rapper. Acid Rap.
Yep.
That is a good one, bro.
I can't go through with no skips. I got
That's the
to
only.
skip
That's
some
the
I
songs.
only
can't-
I love Chance the
I
Rapper.
can't listen to Chance. His voice.
Yeah, that was the only
Yes.
thing.
I love it.
Yeah.
Try listening to 3 Chance songs in a row. If you can get through that, you can do it.
There's a chance that ain't happening.
I see what he
I
did.
like how you did that.
All right.
You just mad because I've been on my feet since we started recording.
Don't hype his head up. That's not the move.
I got it. I got one. The Drive-In Theater by Curse.
I'm about to say I like the drive-in theater too, but I don't. It's not the same drive-in.
What was I about to say?
I know, I know why you like to drive in theater. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Childish
What you
Gambino. His last album, Awaken My Love.
That's the one with the little neon looking face, right?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. Don
I
Tripp
don't
and
like none of this
Starlito,
stuff.
Step
They
Brothers
ain't
1
gonna
and
say
Redbone
2.
is beautiful on repeat.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not
the
gonna.
only one.
I'm
Like-
not gonna say
No, I
no.
like the whole album.
I even like when it
Sonically,
came
it's
out
good. I was in
2012 or-
school for music, so everything sonically about it is just beautiful.
That's one
What
artist
is it?
I've enjoyed
Awaken
seeing
My
him
Love.
develop and like get success.
Yeah.
Childish Gambino.
And then
Down the road.
Don Tripp, Starlito, Step Brothers 1 and 2. Drake. Everything by
Goddamn.
Drake.
Everything by Drake. Yeah.
Everything
I
by
Yeah,
Drake.
I give you
every
that.
single
I
album
give you
Drake got through
I
and
give
through,
you that
baby.
one. Drake definitely has a whole.
Ella
album.
May.
I would expect
Herself.
that.
J. Cole.
That's respect that you put Ella May in.
Yeah, Ella May, I can play that from start to finish.
Alright. That's respect.
J. Cole, Forest Hill Drive.
Anti-Rihanna, that was her best album.
I don't
And
like
it's
J. Cole
it
either.
sucks that it came out the
What?
same
Let's
year
calm down. That's
as
just
Lemonade.
Yeah.
And
not like
Adele
good music?
album. It came out the same year. She didn't get none of the praise she deserved.
The
That was
company
one
or
album.
actual good music?
J. Cole,
was
do you
amazing.
not like good music?
No, I cannot relate to none of J. Cole's records.
Me-
I
me-
like J. Cole on certain features,
Alright,
like
then we
J.
gotta go.
Like J. Cole on
A lot.
on Royce the 5'9's Bablo boat. His verse was beautiful, but I just can't bring myself to sit down and listen to
We
a
gotta
J.
go.
Cole album.
Forest Hill
You gotta
Drive
go.
is
Yeah, he tripping.
You tripping. Hella tripping.
I like
Who all
J.
vote
Cole.
for Tyree to leave
I
this group?
I tried to listen to Forest Hill Drive and I drove somewhere else. I
I
couldn't
can do
it.
that for I can do that for
Trying.
But
You're
this
trying
is
with them
space.
dad jokes.
Yeah, that one wasn't
keeping
good.
him alive. He was
That
like,
one-
Oh, I'm gonna be the amazing dad, man. My jokes would be so cringy with my
Anybody?
kids,
So,
No.
Anybody?
and I'm looking at their friends
I'ma
like
try
this.
again.
Yeah, right.
so J. Cole, Forest Hill Drive, and KOD,
Yes.
and Lauryn Hill, Miseducation of
He was ready for
Lauren.
this question his whole life.
God.
I'm saying Lauryn Hill, Miseducation of Lauren. Who that is?
Salam
What's
alaikum.
cracking, my guy?
All that. Back to you. What's up with you, man? What's up?
That's what headphones
Finally
off.
made it. I'm sorry I'm late.
You was here last week, wasn't you? Okay,
That's some
Trinice,
shit.
George, Trinice, Devin, twins, right?
I don't like
I don't
that.
have my contacts in.
And I don't have, I'm about to say I came hella bummy. I just got off from working.
This is
But
al-
you here.
this is alternate version Vic.
I'm
Peter
here.
Parker,
That's
Miles
really
Morales.
hilarious.
You should have seen it last week. It was
Yeah,
literally
if you would have saw it, like
we was dressed the same and everything.
yeah, I couldn't do it this time. Couldn't do it.
So you
I
let
had
me
to come
down.
as I
What you
was.
trying to say?
Huh?
So you let me down.
I'm sorry.
Oh, but I'm still.
This is super producer.
You said you thought my list was done.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
nigga,
got-
that's why you feel. That's why you feel like getting interrogated.
Nice to meet you.
Every time you talk to somebody, interrogate.
Huh?
Oh, no, that's cool. It's
What
cool.
you dropping?
have nothing.
That's what I said.
Break some shit
That's
you pay
exactly
for. You hear
what I
me?
said.
Okay, so
Just like your father.
to keep this going,
So it is
Ray Shremmerd, Shrimp Life 1 and 2.
Why is your list so long?
He was ready for
Shrimp
this
Life.
question.
He was.
Rihanna Anti.
Rihanna Anti.
I said
Boy.
that.
Rihanna Fonz.
I literally just said it came out the same year as
You gotta get-
Lemonade
okay.
and
You
Adele's
did.
album,
Ain't
and
nobody
it didn't get the
listening.
shine that it deserved because it was the
It
best
didn't.
album she ever
We
made.
heard
It didn't.
It's okay.
Let's get him on the
Zip
question.
over on the
Because
brain.
Vic actually took this question and he been running with it. The question
about
was
10 minutes.
actually, name one
Yeah,
album.
He don't know how to listen.
let's
You
Yeah.
named 2 from the jump.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did. But then this nigga name like
It's not
18.
12.
Yeah, I still
This
got more.
nigga's now
There's gonna
new
be
Nigel
somebody.
underscore 18.
But what's the question?
Name one album or mixtape or EP that you can play without a skip through.
And do you listen to all these on your route?
And now, now,
I need you to put
No, I'm talking about like.
I need you to at least skip, nigga.
now,
Can we get our
wait,
guesses set, please?
now, I am really Danny Tanner. We have a full house. This is the Verbal Vitamin Podcast.
So you've been waiting for that, haven't you?
Yes.
What do you think about Aunt Becky?
I fucked Aunt Becky and Uncle Jesse ain't know about it.
I don't think she deserved for
I was in a thing
She
like,
got 40 years.
They,
But
she
we're
could
still on
possibly.
music.
They saying they
She's
wanted
a
the
white
max
woman.
sentence 40 years in
She is a
jail.
white
They
woman.
trying to
She
make
is
her the
not going
She
to
is
jail.
they trying to make her the
They trying-
example.
She is a
they're trying to throw her 40 years.
40 years is the maximum sentence she could get for paying to get
She
her daughter
already
to
got
that
fired by
school.
Lifetime.
All right, let him finish real quick. 'Cause I want to talk about that. God damn.
Smino, Black Swan, and Noir. Solange, A Seat at the Table.
Can't
It
do
is.
it.
Man, Solange's
I
album was
can't
fucking
do it.
beautiful. Though.
Hella was.
And
Solange, I can't do it.
No.
I
I
can't
love
do it.
Solange.
I'm not gonna do that.
Her whole
I'm not gonna knock her
style is
shine.
fire as fuck.
Uh,
I love Solange.
me
bad,
too.
bro.
Tory Lanez, Chicks Tapes 2, 3, and 4. Chicks Tape 5 is coming out soon.
Have
Tory
heard most
Lane's
of
not
these
good enough to
people?
make a
I'm gonna
complete
need you to
album.
make a
for
playlist
me.
Yeah,
and make
Well,
it.
these are mixtapes.
Excuse me.
Even then,
I can
Excuse
skip
me.
Tory
this album.
Lanez.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I want everyone to speak up. You gotta speak over this music.
Okay.
Thank you.
I can skip over some of his album cuts.
How's this?
But the new Toronto 1 and 2, and then Travis Scott, everything by Travis Scott, I can play straight through.
You hear one Travis Scott
Oh,
song?
Childish
every
Gambino.
month.
I still gotta skip on some of his songs.
I said that
Amen.
already.
I mean, I get his music,
All
Go
of
to
it.
church.
I've
Not
only
just
liked
Wake My
one
Love.
Travis Scott
That's
song.
Wake My
That's
Love.
Sicko
I
Mode.
like a couple songs.
Really, Waking My Love.
Oh.
I felt
I think
Because of the
sonically that
internet.
was the best album he's ever put out.
because internet for me. I'm a Bino fan, like fan.
Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna just
So,
throw.
but I'm gonna just leave that there.
But you can finish. I'm done now.
Oh no, that's it.
No, Zayn. Zayn.
He's like, psych.
What's the name of his album?
God.
Talking about One Direction.
One Direction. Yeah.
Did you
I'm gonna
just say
just
That's a
throw out.
flip-flop. That's-
I'm
that's-
just throw out
that's- okay.
American
You just
Idiot by
listen to
Green Day.
anything.
I
No,
listen to
he
everything.
great.
If
You can say One
we can
Direction.
take it that way.
Yeah, the
I
dude
can
Zayn.
list Molly Music
He
the
just
second
listens
coming.
to anything.
No, I don't
'Cause I
know.
can listen to that whole album.
I don't know what's the name of Zayn album, but I can listen
His
to
new
that.
one?
No, not the new one. I didn't like that
I
so
didn't
much.
either.
But his very first one with
With the Pillow Talk.
Pillow
It
Talk.
wasn't bad.
That album
It
was
wasn't
hard,
bad.
and I think that's it.
Hey, y'all just
You
made me
know.
realize I've only listened to 2 albums like all the way through.
Can I go
Oh,
to...
and anything Maroon
You wanna
5.
go? Your favorite album? I
I
want
want
to
to
hear.
go too. Phone not gonna unlock. Pray for me.
Panic at the Disco too.
Damn.
I'm gonna say I'm American
My
Idiot.
favorite is Jay-Z and Kanye West Watch the Throne.
That was-
Oh, Jay Z
that is-
444. I forgot
Hella
all about
fire,
that.
too.
I
Hella
forgot all
fire.
about
That
that.
shit was lit.
It was.
I ain't gonna lie. I was listening to that for a while.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
don't
bumped
even
that.
matter.
I had it on more than
minute.
one device. That's how I know I like
I
it.
bumped that mug. That whole
That's how you know
summer.
you like it.
So you could just be driving down the street with your little mail truck with all the music.
You a mailman?
Straight bumping
Play
shit.
that.
Ain't it?
What's his name on Boondocks?
Are you the
who
ghetto
became,
mailman?
He became the mailman.
On the
Oh.
He was
Boondocks?
he was a rapper at first. And he became the mailman.
Do you work or you
Gangsta-licious?
got a
Yes,
little truck?
Gangsta-licious,
Oh
bro.
no.
Because you know some neighborhoods the mailbox right there at the corner. You just drive up,
Yeah.
put
That
the
would be
mail in
easy.
on the.
I
But
asked
some
him.
you have to walk throughout the whole neighborhood.
Yeah,
They all
those
on
are
the
city
door.
carriers.
They
I
all
don't
on
do
the
that.
door.
I don't do that. No. They tried to get me to do that, but I'm not doing that. They pay more. They definitely pay more, but I got bad knees as it is.
Stay off of him.
Well, I used to wrestle and play other sports.
Back in 1935.
I used to
right?
box.
It's been 84
Karate.
years.
My legs are bad.
Put it in here.
Basketball, baseball, tennis. I played tennis yesterday, actually. I
What we
guess.
talking
Boy, you
about?
trash
today?
at
What's the
tennis. You don't want no
topic today?
smoke.
Did I miss that?
Yeah.
Nope.
I didn't miss it.
Only state runner up, but you know.
What's up? You don't want no smoke?
You hella
Let me
don't.
know when you trying to get on that tennis court.
Dude, I don't
With
want.
the
always-
official.
I
You
don't want
still
to
got
waste
the
my
same
time.
You still got the stamina?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
He got 2 kids and they got
That's
stamina.
what fuels me.
That don't mean nothing. 2 punts and I'm out.
Oh, wow. Damn, that's sad.
Who 2 pumps in
I
there?
understand why you can't keep them.
If you get somebody pregnant on a quickie, shame on you, you dumbass dude.
For
Shame
real.
Shame on you, you
For real,
motherfucker.
nigga. Why you out here taking L's like
You
that?
didn't get all you needed out of it,
Well,
bro.
If you getting pregnant on quickies,
technically, if you get her pregnant on a quickie, and if you stay with her and she has the baby,
shame on you still. nigga.
how you
wild.
can still get in whenever you want to.
Because it
Shame
wasn't worth the
on you.
while.
Wait, hey, what? No, I'm not talking about
That
getting the
was
pussy
5
after
minutes.
It's
or
a
not.
huge commitment for 2 minutes.
But if you smashing every day,
That's all I'm saying.
If you-
It's way too big of a
if you
commitment.
smashing every day, how do you know which day you got her pregnant?
Every day for
Science.
5 minutes.
There's a conception
Despite-
day. Yeah, you can figure it out.
I was
Yeah,
just gonna
it's
say,
not
despite
hard.
what
Look,
these
I know
state
exactly.
legislators will tell you.
Science. I know exactly when I did when I had it happen. I know exactly.
I should
All
have
right,
never
all
picked
right,
this chair.
all right.
I should have never
A
picked
woman
this
can
chair.
get pregnant off a pre-cum, so honestly,
That is very hard.
I'm just
That's
saying.
what she said.
No,
Things
that
can
no.
happen.
You,
I mean, I know
We
some
talk
babies.
about
That was
quickies.
perfect.
I'm
I
It's
saying
unfortunate.
there are some people who leak a little bit. You can get
I
pregnant
know.
off that. You
I know.
can
Just
get
let me say
pregnant
something
off
for the
that.
listeners real
Bro,
quick.
worse-
'Cause I've been through this.
Look at him.
I know
You
you.
know
what?
I know you've
Don't
been hurt in your
say.
life. I know.
Nah.
Don't speak on it. Leave it
I
alone.
know you've been
Leave
hurt.
it
in
You
alone.
can
your
only
life.
get pregnant off
I'm
pre-cum
not saying
if
it's
you
a whole
have
lot.
if you haven't taken a piss. So you young niggas out there,
Take a piss.
after you bust that nut, go take that piss, dog. That's the only way your pre-nut ain't gonna have no semen in it.
Semen in it. It's okay. I
Take
know.
look.
They tried to get you,
I don't
Ty. They
think
tried
that's
to
how
get you.
science
I know.
works.
Lil Wayne said you better wear that latex before you get that latex that I think I'm latex. Fuck that shit, nigga. If you gonna go wearing raw,
Please.
That was
consider-
actually
Hey,
hey,
don't
wait,
advice
take
on this.
advice
wait,
from
that was a
Tyrese.
great line from Wayne when he said that too.
it was.
That was
This is
a
not
great
the message
line.
we want.
It was.
You had to give them respect.
But sex is like sushi. It's only better raw.
Go ahead,
Don't
Mark.
take advice from
Please
Ty.
consult
Oh,
medical
Boy,
professionals.
I've been on fire all
If you
fucking
have any
day.
questions about the topics we're speaking on today.
STLgettested.org.
For real.
Yeah.
We promoting the wrong things here.
Because I don't think that's how science
Hey,
works.
he needs to. Hey, bro.
What?
Sorry, we need to
I'm
go.
trying so hard.
Oh, that's right.
The only thing that makes pre-cum is timing. That's it. It come out a
Yeah.
little earlier than it's supposed
Yeah.
to. That's the only
It's just
difference.
it's supposed to
Ain't shit else different.
supposed to lubricate the urethra in order to get the semen to slide out easy. It's more of a cleaner than anything.
It's the
Like
pre.
we have 3 different types of fluid: piss, cum, pre-cum. And unless you know, sometimes you may be looking some yellow shit.
Oh, wow.
And that's
pre-cum
STLgettested.
is not cum.
And for the people
No.
who are listening, that's
Pre-cum
why
is
abortion
not
rights
cum.
are so important.
However, pre-cum can have cum in it after you've masturbated and haven't pissed in between. Like, let's say you're finna go another round. You're gonna pre-cum before that big O come out.
Okay, what about that first one?
What do you mean?
Before, not if you don't go around.
But that
if
should
you-
have been knocked out
Have
before
you
she
peed?
got there.
Have you peed before the last time you nutted?
I guess.
Then that pre-cum is safe.
So if I wake up in the morning and then don't have sex or
Hopefully,
anything till
because
later
you
that night.
please judge.
All right, all right. So check this
Wait a
out.
minute.
Let's just pause.
The full
Please be careful.
the full science is
Not
Piss
being
is
quoted
too-
by you.
There was
no
a-
dead
there was
ass.
a
Trust
spike
me,
in
I had to
pregnancy
learn.
I'm gonna need to see your sources. Sir. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I
I will show you all of them. I will show you all of them.
I'm gonna need you to turn in your.
This was a desperate man's research. I will show you everything. But
Yeah, that's me.
Dog, you're stealing all the drinks.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
but
That shit loaded.
so
Even you don't know what you're feeling.
no, semen cannot survive in piss. Piss is too acidic. That's the reason why males have pre-cum. Pre-cum comes before the nut to clean out the urethra. So the only way you're gonna have semen cells in your pre-cum is if you've masturbated or fucked or whatever. How you gonna get your release off? Bust that nut. Haven't taken a piss and started to have sex or masturbate or whatever again, and that pre-cum is picking up the semen from the last nut.
So what about edging?
Look it up.
Uh,
I can't.
Everything.
I get what you're
Yeah,
saying.
even with edging, you're just bringing a cum, bringing it back down. You're dirtying up your urethra.
right, but what if you have already like pissed
Then when you
or,
cleared
cleared it out and
As long as you pee, your urethra's gonna be clean.
But you just
Right, but we're not talking about a clean urethra. We're talking about
you know what edging is?
potency of pre-cum.
What is edging?
Is when you about to come and then you stop and then you go out to come and then you
So if
stop.
it's going to keep coming up and keep coming up and keep coming up, that pre-cum, that nut is still in the urethra.
Right, but what we're talking about is not the cleanliness of that tract. We're talking about like how potent pre-cum is.
Why do we always end up talking
I have
about
no
dick
idea.
on this
I have no
podcast?
We trying to help y'all because y'all can't get a.
Because you
y'all
have
only
one,
can- y'all
and
gotta
we
have
should,
babies now.
as
So-
men should be able to talk about dick without being seen as something gay.
But Ty, if you see that someone's
Well, I'm trying to save lives, okay?
Right, but just like a
I'm trying to
trying
save
to
lives
save
and bank
lives.
accounts.
timing matters.
Because child support ain't cheap.
Why you gotta assume child support?
Because these hoes ain't loyal and you don't want to be with these unloyal hoes.
Well, stop getting hoes pregnant.
I was just saying, who told you to get a hoe pregnant?
It wasn't me, Nigel.
sexist.
It
Hoes
was
can be
God.
man,
You know that.
Okay.
Oh no, I was not saying
Okay,
that
so
that
let's-
person was a hoe.
Why
I'm
you
not
let a
gonna
hoe get you
clarify that now.
pregnant?
You already know that whole story.
Hold on.
Whole story.
You know, that's all right.
Hold on, everybody. Did you introduce yourself?
Again.
Yes.
Yes.
Today.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
So-
every time you on here.
Okay, cool. My name is Byron Thompson. All right, I work for myself, free agent. I'm a mobile mechanic. My company is Thompson Ethics LLC. I'll pull up on you to do any brakes or oil changes or whatever you may need. In
He
terms
delivered
of,
dick on the
Say
low
that-
too.
Wow.
Say that one more time
See?
slowly.
There we go again.
See, I'm about to say because everybody did it. Everybody pulled out their phone like, what's that number again? But once again, Thompson Ethics LLC, and my phone number is 314
Wait, I want it ready. Okay, 314.
941
When you done with your cup, the tea's ready.
4013. Cheap labor. I get discounts on parts at Advanced Auto Parts, so not only quality, but they're also cheap because I have no central location to pay for. I don't have any bills other than, of course, my bills and like gas in my car. So I'm not gonna. That allows me to keep everything cheap. I don't inflate my prices like a shop has to in order to stay run. So,
And if everybody want to know what he looks like, I did a shadow clone jutsu. And,
wow.
And this is him. This is.
Look, sir,
It was
I'd
more,
like to have
it
my
was
own
it was
identity,
better
please.
last time. You running out of chakra, bro. Like
He said that's all I can do.
Yeah.
That's all I got right now. Hell nah. Well, yeah, there it is. Also, I got a website in the making. It's called The Lit Smoker, not in the making, but remodeled.
Hey, the lit smoker
The
and
Mid
the
Smoker.
lonely smoker.
But I'm trying to create. Wow. I'm trying to create a brand called The Lit, whatever it is. So like the store would be called The Lit Lifestyle, and anything that involves your lifestyle. But it's gonna be
a hashtag.
right, pretty much.
like
So,
the lit brakes or
Right,
the
yeah.
lit caliper.
No, you're tripping. That's too.
Why you laughing?
That's too
No.
specific.
Why you
Because I
laughing?
get it.
Why you laughing?
Lit check cash.
But like my podcast.
And you just dying.
He is.
It's
He's
so
done for
funny. It's funny, bro.
it. It's his fault, and he is proud of it too. Look
Yes,
at
because he's a hater. He's a natural
Look what
hater.
I did.
look at what I've done.
He's a natural hater.
But like the podcast I'm going to have with me and my people are going to be called The Lit Conversation. So watch out for it. And I'm just playing. I'm not trying to show you.
Nah, promote your shit.
Promote your shit, nigga.
I mean, but it's not my shit yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's in the
He
making.
said no. I said it's in the making,
He
so
said
I'm not
it's in the
gonna-
making. I'm not going. You know. But be looking out for it. There it is. All right, I'm done. That it.
Yeah, no, that was.
Y'all need anything else from me?
You done plugged two businesses.
in less
I mean,
than 30
there
seconds.
you go.
Oh,
Yeah,
you didn't say
Snapchat
your
Handles.
no. Besides the handles, you didn't say your album that you can play straight through.
I did because internet.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
That's why I said shout out to Gambino.
All right.
Support. Okay,
All right.
so when are we gonna?
Oh, the internet is their album is pretty dope
Oh,
too.
the internet. Oh, wait, that's right. That's right.
Their album is
I
really good.
loved that they did so good while everybody else was dropping bullshit. I was so proud of them. But anyway,
Rolling into the blue pill. Did y'all know medicine can fucking expire?
Yeah.
yeah.
Do y'all know how medicine expires?
No.
Yeah, it's not as potent as it was when it was fresh.
You know, just having it in your bathroom can make that shit expire? Like, just having it open in your bathroom. The humidity from your bathroom
Oh, yeah.
can
Yeah.
seep into the bottle and make that shit expire. And it's
Who
like,
got uncapped
face.
medicine? Who doing that?
The thing
No,
is-
he mean like unsealed.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But the thing
Okay.
is, if it's still capped and it's past the expiration date, it's still good.
Yeah, I think they just want you to throw it out because it's less potent, and that can change the amount like how effective it is if you still take it for the same like regimen.
Certain expired pills can actually make your condition worse.
Like penicillin.
Yeah.
If somebody like had an ear infection like 2 years ago and they still got the medicine, if they take that penicillin, it won't be as effective as it was originally because it's just been sitting out.
Well, that's because black people think antibiotics like. Let me pop one real quick to get my urban inch off of the pop
like sunflower
like,
seed.
This is not how you have to take
It's the
them
wonder
from
drug,
amount
though.
of time,
Not the Skittle shake.
a certain way
that's
for them
what I
to
was
be
looking at. I was
effective.
like,
It's the wonder drug, though.
No, that is not how that works. That is not effective. You're not getting rid of none of your infections. Finish your antibiotics, people, so we can actually work.
For real.
Just because you start feeling better don't mean you're done. Next
Now,
infection
if your
or no.
liquid medicine is expired, do not drink that shit at all. Sealed pills are still. I mean, take them.
If you take
Watch out, but take them.
I'm just saying, super chlamydia.
Plan
is
B
the thing,
is the
y'all.
sealed pill.
Super
Huh?
chlamydia. Super chlamydia. is
Plan
the
B
thing.
is the
Going
sealed
around St.
pill.
Louis because we
Always.
are
See,
finishing their penicillin.
I
thought we
and their
were-
antibiotics.
I thought
Plan
we
B
had
is a
to
prayer
kill
answer.
It is. And you know what? With this new law, a lot of people can start using the Plan B.
And that leads us right into our red pill. Because, health is wealth. If you're not respecting your health and you're playing yourself, come with the facts, Devin.
How smooth.
Okay, so the heart for the child does not actually decide, or not decide, but
Where'd you
that
get your
is
research from?
actually this YouTube video. What's his name?
You asking for sources?
I was about to say he had cited one. Not yet.
Wait a minute.
I got my information. I got my
No,
information
no.
for the blue pill from the Sideshow. The Sideshow. They're a science show.
That was the side show.
What's
I'll
Bo's
follow
channel's
them.
name?
The fifth column. Bo of the fifth column. He is he's
Is
a
it
journalist.
druid? That's all I
He's
got.
in everything.
He's a journalist. He trains the military. He trains police officers. Shit, he'll train fucking he has the
Who
best.
got a light? He
He-
been over here like for like 5 minutes.
He has the best and most efficient policies that I've ever heard somebody of another race say about the best way for minorities to be armed. Yeah, this man is amazing.
His name is.
Bo of the fifth column.
Suck his dick, why don't you?
Oh, not you.
You and keep going back to Dick. Come on.
My first.
Come on
That
now.
was you.
Alright, it was.
You gotta hold
Now with these
He's just on his tip. Said this guy's amazing.
he is amazing. With these the red pill is gonna lead us actually into the black pill today, and the black pill is about these whole abortion shits. So
a
to
card.
go box.
No, a card that tells me which, because the pill shit that you're doing right now was not happening the last time I was here, so
I know.
I'm pretty lost.
But I'm back because Nick Fury's back, so
Yeah.
it'll be here.
Okay, so I need a little card. So when you
I'm about
say
to
the pill,
inform
I'm
you,
like,
it's okay.
I bet. Okay.
Let you get to
Go
go
ahead.
box.
All right, gotcha.
There is a religion and I guess politics warning. I guess.
Can we? Can you speak up a little bit?
Of course.
Thank you.
Okay. So the Bible talks about abortions in the sense of infidelity. Rape and incest is also included, but it's also passed over by pastors. The heartbeat doesn't come until after 16 weeks, so the 16 to 8 week ban doesn't necessarily put the right emphasis on it because the embryo is the size of a pea. 97% of the abortions that occur happen after 20 weeks. The consequences that are not come with it is not punishment. So basically, with legislation making everything come with a consequence, it's more of a consequence in order of coming in for an actual visit. So you can fix your choices if you actually have an abortion. However, now it's just a punishment. After that, the ideal of abortion being birth control is actually false. 8% of women have had 2 or more, and 97% have 0 to 2. 99% of abortions that happen are of convenience, so like 1% is more of a to save a life, so if your kid has a birth defect. However, with the new law that's been passed, it's not necessarily a thing, because if it's 6 weeks and it's the size of a pea, you don't know what's happening with the child, so you can't necessarily base that off of if the kid has a birth defect or not. Now you're just, can I get rid of it because I don't want it? So they're basically enabling people to just get rid of their children if that's the case.
Okay.
Thoughts?
And this is all based on the new law that they made. I don't think a heartbeat by itself determines if
I don't either.
a child is a human being, because to be human you have to live you have to experience. You have to have a functioning brain. You have to have a functioning consciousness and functioning cognitive factors in your brain.
Yeah,
You have to experience, and you have to record those experiences for for data. I mean, what else would it be for? It'd be to have that experience. So to say it's just a heartbeat makes one a human being. No, you're at that point you're little less than an animal. So it's like, how can you say that, and how can you pass your religious? How can you legislate your religious belief onto someone else? Because if it was the other way around, y'all would not want nobody doing that shit to y'all. Y'all wouldn't want to go to a motherfucking. Y'all wouldn't have y'all kids in a Muslim school if y'all was some Christians. But who is to say they wouldn't try to influence the law in their favor? Because I'm pretty sure all the white men that passed the law for the abortion ban, I'm pretty sure they all have strong Christian values, and they use that to influence.
Yeah, in Alabama, out of the, it was 22 now. It wasn't 16, it was 22. Out of the 22, 14 who voted for the ban hold Christian views. Well, 14 voted for the ban, 13 hold Christian views. And their Christian views is the reason why they did it.
Exactly.
So not all of them,
but most of them.
Out of the 14 who voted for the ban, 13 were Christians.
And that's
One
why they
wasn't.
made the yes.
But it doesn't take.
So 14 people voted for it to happen.
For the ban to happen, and they were Christians.
14 out of 22.
So
that
not
was
all of
outnumbered.
them.
It needed more than 14 people to pass, though, in these state legislatures.
Right,
So
of
it
course.
wasn't like, the thing is, I feel like a lot of stuff is being masqueraded. The motivations of a lot of policy is being masqueraded as something else.
Of course.
So we don't see the underlying strategy of it.
I can
So
go
let's
with
try to
Hashtag
see.
programming.
So-
Hashtag population troll. Hashtag.
that. How do you guys think? I know you guys have heard that whole theory in these past few days
What?
about the white population control.
Hold on,
Oh yeah, I don't.
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
So are we still doing the red pill?
Yeah.
No, we even to the black pill. They was related.
Oh, okay.
She was coming with the facts for the red pill to go into the
Yes.
black pill.
So, population control is a thing, but I think when it comes to why they want to restrict abortion, it's so Roe versus Wade
Can be
gets
overthrown.
overturned. Yeah, and what that will do is basically give the states the right to control whether or not abortion is a thing, right? Now, one thing, so Roe versus Wade got passed as valid under the 14th Amendment as a right to privacy, right?
Right.
Now, my question is, if Roe versus Wade is overturned, what is it going to take for women to get the right to just say, hey, can we just stop this debate? I'm a whole human being. You know what I mean? Like at what point?
That would have to change the way they view women.
I think that
Oh goodness. Oh goodness.
I don't think it's gonna that women gonna let it get that far. I think by the time it gets into the Supreme Court, and this actually, because this is where they want it to go anyway, I would hope that women actually put some work behind not letting it happen, because that's the whole step backwards. It's gonna be a problem.
How do you
What do you
plan?
consider work?
Yeah.
What
Well-
can you do?
Is it
It's
just a
stressful.
voting thing?
No,
Is
it's a voting thing, but that's too long term. Like the next election is 2020, so it's like we need to get people out of office now, because they obviously don't represent people. The
Them
people.
niggas old. They
So-
The thing about that
For real,
is,
that's the other thing.
no,
We
the thing about that is, if
old,
it gets to
We
the
need
Supreme
more.
Court, if it gets to the Supreme Court, we screwed for a while.
no election is going to change it because they have lifetime appointments.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
It goes back to my point.
That's what I'm saying.
And
So that's
what
what I'm
is
like,
it
what are
going to
we
take?
gonna have to do?
is vote people into Congress to basically say, hey, here's an actual
That's
law
too long term.
saying that
so
women
many
is
women are gonna be. That's too long term.
How many people? How many people is really going to be
Yeah,
for
so
the
gotta
people
happen
like
It's
now.
like-
Like
It gotta be something
because it's like we can do all this protesting and marching.
This shit was a domino effect.
But what?
But politics is a long-term game, though.
I know, it's just
I feel
the way it hit.
like an
Okay,
ace.
let me rephrase it. The way it hit the media was a domino effect.
Yeah, they
It's
were like,
like,
oh, y'all did.
Oh shit, that state. Oh shit, that state. Oh shit, my state.
Yes.
Let her finish.
She said, no, it's fine.
I was just agreeing.
I know it's cool.
They see one, then the next one popped up because if you go so low as to say, okay, you can't have a baby, and like so once you get to 6 weeks, you don't want women to have abortions at all. So they trying to get rid of it altogether, and you can't. I just don't understand how you can go so hard for this. Humans, these babies need rights, but you're like literally disregarding every human telling you
Right.
what they want. Like it's like
they don't give a fuck
we need
about
to do
none
what's
of that.
best for
They
people.
said
And the
once
people
it's
are like,
born,
well, what about?
They don't give a fuck about
Me.
none of that. They
Right.
trying to save themselves because they know it's not enough of them being born. It's more than dying.
The abortion rate on Caucasians has went down a lot, though.
It
Since
has.
Abortion rates have
2014.
gone down. They've
Yeah.
went down in
Abortion rates
Missouri.
in general has gone down.
Have
I
gone
know
down.
in general,
But abortion
we
rate-
still hold a heavy.
Abortion rates and among black women and white women are exactly the same.
No, they're not.
37.7%.
No, it's not.
The video
The
did
governor
point out
just
there's
put up
not
a-
one particular race though.
Well, yeah.
But I
The
just feel like if
Missouri's
you a
governor
woman-
alone just put out a statement on Facebook saying how we've went from about 20,000 abortions, and I forgot the time frame. I think he said a year maybe, down to 3,000. He's like, that's great, but that's not enough.
Right, but
In a
why
state?
are
You
they
said
deep
In Missouri,
Oh,
in Missouri alone.
I feel like
Vic.
the only reason why these people are voting for abortion, honestly, in my opinion, is what you said, population control. I feel like we're realizing that it is hella people, and some people need to go, and I feel like they want to control
But I mean,
what
Did
rate
you know
they
that
feel like.
birth
Finish.
rates are down
Let her
right now,
finish.
though?
No, I'm good.
Yeah,
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
no, it's just that wouldn't help population control. That would expand
As
the
far
population.
as race,
Yeah.
As far as who is here and who is not here.
So basically, they see America being colored with the brown crayon, and they like, hold up, wait,
Oh, wait a minute.
because you
Wait.
know,
let's bring back the
Because
whites.
because you got bruh. Put yourself in their. You gotta put yourself in their mercy. Why not?
Vic 2.0. What's up?
Why not?
They
Why
scared.
would they're
I'm
scared?
sure,
They're-
like, I'm waiting for it.
He has a name.
You have to just talk, really, and then,
Yeah.
and then everybody just be quiet and let you talk. That's kind of.
I know. I've been
Yeah.
waiting for like a
little break in
good
the section.
spot, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
y'all was like passing it, like
Yeah.
already had it in the hand. Like
You seen Infinity
you
War,
got
right?
crazy.
You seen
Huh?
Infinity? You seen Endgame, right?
Yeah, I seen
This
it.
conversation is just a gauntlet, right? We just
Pretty
you know,
much,
back and
pretty
forth.
much. So this is what I was
Okay.
thinking about, like all of this, right?
Uh-huh.
What if it's a whole aspect that we're not even thinking of? Now, I'm not trying to necessarily
Throw it out
prove this in any way, but food for thought, right?
Uh-huh.
Businesses. The richest people are actually the ones making the decisions. As quiet as it's kept. You know what I'm saying? They talk about all this other stuff, such as status, and I feel like the people that we know of are the people. Thank you. Are the people.
Had a Doctor Strange moment. My bad. That's the shit he'd
The
do.
people that we actually know of and people with money is saying, hey, these businesses are getting big. I mean, is anybody even tried to fathom how in the hell Amazon is able to send you something from across the world in less than 2 days?
I just literally got an Amazon package
That
as
is
this
a
podcast was going on. So
workforce, okay? That is a huge ass workforce in play. And what do you need in a big ass workforce? People.
Yeah.
And what is anybody going for a job? Nowadays, it's called modern slavery. They don't teach you how to be millionaires. They teach you how to work for somebody. Because businesses literally run America. You know what I'm saying? So what if that is the case? That you really need some money in order to really move a decision.
Well,
Makes sense.
if you continue abortions, then
Or you vote.
Then more
abortions.
people are going to be born and more people are going to be thrown into the workforce to drive their wheels.
No, what I was-
run their wheels. You
What
see
I
what
was
I'm saying?
saying is,
Oh.
if you
I got the,
if you let abortions continue, as in like let people give abortions,
Uh-huh.
that's giving more money to those practices, which fluctuate into.
So really, it's just a power struggle on each side because the medical system is like, this is making us so much money, and then the corporate business is just like, you're killing our workforce. We need people. Jesus Christ, these robots ain't coming up fast enough. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay, so one. No matter how much they ban abortions, people still finna have abortions. That's not for the South.
Yeah.
So you technically can't get a legal abortion, but they still gonna happen. So it's not. I don't think it's gonna be an increase of children. It's gonna be an increase of children being left in dumpsters and toilets and women trying to get abortions and dying or getting sick. So it's not for to take away abortions. Now women are going to go to whatever lengths that they can to not have a baby.
That's wiping out
and
more.
I have to find where I read it at. But abortions were Roe versus Wade in the first place was trying to. The reason that low income and Medicaid and stuff like that covered abortions and stuff like that from the jump was to control black population, and I think that backfired on them. It backfired on them because white people. Because women in general, it did. Everybody could use. They was like, wait a minute, we was just trying to stop the black babies, but now we losing too many babies, and they going about it the opposite way. Because what they doing now, people already really got trust for the government in the first place, and that's sad. But now you're just blatantly disregarding what your people actually want, and that's for to cause problems.
Yeah, but I am torn between these whole things because of the fact that. Operations like Planned Parenthood was started to get rid of us.
Yes,
to eliminate it. I was already
no. Before you finish, because it's a question. Like I'm a strong believer. If you don't know something, that don't make you dumb. Just keep asking questions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not sure on what Roe. I know it's a court case, but explain Roe versus Wade.
May I?
Go ahead.
It's basically saying that
because it keep getting brought up in conversation.
Women have the right to choose what they want to do with their bodies. So basically, before a man could tell you a woman what they could do with their bodies. With that being passed, it could say a woman could decide that she could ask someone, hey, should I have an abortion? The man says no, but she can still get it without his permission because therefore it's her carrying the child.
That's just wrong.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it used to be like this things where if your girl want to get abortion, you got to be there too.
You got to tell your husband.
That's another conversation.
But like. That bitch who started Planned Parenthood. I'm not even gonna speak her name.
That bitch was she was crazy.
That bitch was horrible.
Horrible.
Just as bad as Mother Teresa.
She was wild.
Wait a minute.
The woman who started Planned Parenthood.
Who is she? I don't know her story.
Is she still alive?
No. Thank God. Because she was a eugenist, and the science of eugenics is a pseudoscience that was basically trying to say that there's certain qualities that make certain races inferior or superior to the other. It's a pseudoscience. So she started Planned Parenthood off that to eliminate the black race. Like legit, you can call Planned Parenthood and place a donation of having your dollars go to, I want to fund abortions of black babies. So it's like I'm a black man. I'm torn by that. But as somebody who feels like everyone deserves equal rights, abortion is a right women need to have. Because I will be damned if I let somebody with a pussy tell me I need to get a vasectomy. So why can I tell you need to get an abortion?
True.
Planned Parenthood has grown into something.
I support them.
I feel like it's grown into something. It had a horrible beginning, but it's grown.
I've gave money to Planned Parenthood before. Before I knew,
for women.
Before I knew, and then actually, now even with me now knowing, I still would have did it.
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
But the start of it was most definitely to kill the black babies. So
yes.
That was the point.
And I do think, yes, it was used to kill the black babies, but I think a misconception is that white people want to kill all black people.
Yeah, they don't.
I don't think that if white people were to kill all black people, one, they would forever cut themselves off from everything that they don't inherently possess themselves. Two, they wouldn't have no actual working force because we work everything.
They wouldn't have no big brother either. We influenced them for everything.
Exactly, that was my third point. We literally influence everything. We make the world go
down
round.
To what y'all starting to season y'all chicken with.
So yeah,
Mark has something to say.
Okay, yeah. So you actually just hit on what I was going to ask. I think it's really interesting to add why. why do they want to limit black people? Why do they want to like
siphon your energy forever?
And I think it's something that I think it was Vic who said.
I'm sorry.
Can
you say that again for me?
I said to siphon your energy forever. Because they got all the you spend your life trying to get money that them niggas use to print the money that costs the same amount it is to get something from the store. So they got all the money in the fucking world. So at that point it's like, okay, what the fuck else can I take from these niggas? I want their time. I want their energy.
So somebody in the group said something about how they don't mind how things turned out for black people because us being here right now is the result of the plantation owners, slavers breeding the strongest and the fastest, and you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah.
Who said that?
History. That's how they like chose.
No, I'm talking about they don't mind what happened to black people.
Oh, I thought
it was probably time.
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, it's nothing I don't mind, but just like when people ask you, when people ask you like if you could go back and change it, would you? It's kind of like it's made me who I am today.
This is the best time.
This is where we
at.
But like, you can only say that because you're
real
here.
shit. Now I know I don't want no time machine. Can I go forward?
I get what you're saying.
You can only say that because you're here now.
Mess around and have worse than you got now. So why focus on going back and trying to change something instead of making the best of what you got? What's if you spend all of your time being like, if I could go back and do this, blah blah XYZ, when you could just take what you got now and focus on now and get the best result that you can.
Right now, it's still fucked.
It's literally still
okay.
Perspective matters.
Grand scheme of things, yes.
Thank you. It is better.
Okay, let me tell you something about. Well, let me tell you something about this realm. How in the hell?
Young Moses.
How is it better? Because one, I feel like most people, and I get it because everybody's looking at the front page. Everybody's looking at, you know, the everybody is paying attention to the exoteric knowledge, the shit that they're already putting, the shit you learn in school, the shit that you're fighting, like, okay, when they pass a law, you know, in politics and shit, you feel like you're fighting, that is what you're fighting against when they do things like that. Or how you feel like shit is better for us physically. And yeah, we may not physically be like that, like how we were in like slavery or Jim Crow and shit like that, but there's also like a back page to the whole thing because it's the little details that matter. It's not about.
So what is a little detail?
How these niggas have completely weaponized all of your senses against you. How these niggas have found a way to fucking use technology.
Are we talking about white people or are we talking about the system?
The system, the people. They you know.
What I'm starting to learn is that the system is not just what these niggas.
Yeah, it's not about
nobody
race.
like black people.
It's not about race. But
I don't believe that.
Obviously, people love black people, but I'm saying not majority of the time, Asians look at us like, white people look at us like,
You know what?
Mexican people don't like us
They don't
because of the
us.
image that's portrayed of us, and that's not cool. That's not fair. By white people. So it's like nobody want to fuck with black people. And so everybody trying to.
The funny thing is, I hear a lot of black people that say they don't like Mexicans. I hear more Americans, white and black, say they don't like Mexicans than I do one minority group. Period.
Well, look,
and that's crazy as hell to me.
Mexican men or Mexican women?
I want
Mexican women fun.
He wants to finish his point.
Mexican women fun.
You fine. I just want to that these niggas have found a way to disrupt and interrupt your physical experience right now, because a lot of the shit. Have you ever played Assassin's Creed? Have you ever played Assassin's Creed? Who's played Assassin's Creed?
Me.
What's the fucking motto? Nothing is true. All things are permitted. How can you only know what you know because the nigga that beat you tells you that this is what it is.
But you also learn some things through experience. Everything that I know isn't just fed to me.
I know that's not what I'm saying.
But no, you're trying. But I get what you're saying. I do. I feel you. The people, they got all these different ways they want to come at you, and it's. But
we're still growing.
There's growth. You cannot tell me there's not growth.
I'm not saying that's growth, but even I don't want to say
we
even
can do some pretty fascinating shit as black people.
Even
and
that's
where
not
we at
what
now,
I'm saying.
not where we used
We
to
built
be.
pyramids.
That's not what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
we're talking about today though.
Like,
Like
We did.
like
First
right
of all,
now.
we were even greater. What we are,
built
how great you think we are now? We was greater, way greater than this
But
then
guess
millions
what?
of years
This
ago.
is why it's okay, because we're learning how to do that again.
We need, and that's great. That's the point. But
well, that's why it's better.
they've even found a way to booby trap that shit because
they're
when
finding ways, but
if
we
you let
continue
them.
to grow.
Because there's
I
some people who are not letting it happen.
what do you mean?
And we got a good 200,000 years, not a million. Just throwing that out
I
there.
think the name of the game is to use the system to our advantage.
Every day.
How do
I
you
see
use
people-
it? Because they even
No.
know that you're going to try to do
okay.
this.
Now that that's been the thing, I've just been thinking about this conversation. It is fed through the American media, and I know this because I'm in school for the media. The two biggest enemies that the average American should have is the Middle East and Mexico. Those are the two that they most likely are going to try to push that you're an enemy. We're always going to be at war with the Middle East. We always trying to protect the border from immigrants. That's it. That's it. They want to rally Americans behind one common enemy.
That's always
That's the greater thing.
That's
The people.
always
That's why the
the
people
thing.
don't have a solid color.
Why
Because
don't
they
we
can get all of it, just like in the Civil War. How the upper Confederates got regular ass white people to think that every single white person in the South owned a slave is a farce. So only the rich did. So how do I get the poor to fight my army? You're gonna be better than them.
Yeah.
You're gonna be better than the niggas. So it's like, get you a common enemy.
That's always the case.
Once you get a group of people behind one enemy, you can push them through whatever
That's how
you
we had
want them to.
concentration
Can we
camps.
talk about reparations?
That's how we had.
Did we talk?
We can.
You're not getting them. It's too big. I tell everybody, it's
It depends on how they do it.
Hear me out.
They don't have to just give
I
us
would
money.
be okay with a tax credit.
I would be okay.
I would be
with
okay
the business
paying
trust.
forward.
With the
That means
trust
I
loan.
don't pay X amount in taxes. I get to keep
But
it.
where do it stop? Anybody who
I
got
don't know,
some
they can
black
figure it out,
blood
but
in
it's better
them,
than
everybody
handing
that's
us
100%.
And that's the
$8
problem
billion.
because they would have to do everybody that has black blood.
And
in
there's
them.
so many people.
And
at
that's
this
the thing.
point,
And that's the
it's
problem.
like-
That's why.
Because some of y'all got 2%. You
What's
get to
fucked
get
up is
your
they can
credit
without
too.
problem.
Like, is that a thing too now?
I just
How
I
did
think
it
they're trying to
share.
figure it out though. What were you going to say?
No, I was saying, what if they have it to where every black person has free health care and every black person is on welfare?
You don't know. You don't want to be. You don't want to be a slave
Cripple
to
us more than
welfare.
it's gonna help anybody. That's gonna cripple the community more than I think.
Why free health care would cripple us?
I think everyone should have
Everyone should have free
free
health
health
care.
care. That's not
But
a
we
black
talking
people
about
thing.
welfare. That's,
But
No,
no,
I'm
I
talking.
don't want one.
I mean, free health
I
care.
don't, no, not welfare. Maybe food stamps.
No, I think
I would still
So,
take
you
money
know-
over food stamps. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying
I
because
would
they're not
rather-
going to give us money.
I would rather build
Right.
myself.
That's what I'm saying. They're not giving.
okay.
any-
Boom.
I
You
would
rather
rather
build
build
yourself
myself.
now with
No,
that.
I'm saying if you got
That's why.
food
Hold on,
stamps, you
wait.
won't use money.
That's why we should not be giving actual checks. If you want to build, if we want to change the system, start different sets of loans strictly for the descendants of those African slaves, so where we can be on the same footing as the generations of wealth that the white people have.
it's such a gap.
So if I want to go launch a business, it should be
feel
way
like it's
less
been so
hassle
long.
for me to go and get this damn loan.
Vic, what were you saying?
No, I agree with the system change, but I'm saying with free health care and food stamps, you will be able to save up money and stop spending money on your personal money on groceries and going to the doctor and have to worry about loans for taking out stuff to get that kind of stuff. You'll have money to save up, and that'll build the community.
I
How
would
do you
accept
decide who's
free
black?
I feel like that wouldn't put black people up a level though.
I wouldn't
Give
say
us
free
free
education
education.
because everybody don't go to school.
I would take.
They would if they can
They
get it
just
for
need to
free.
teach the
Yeah,
right shit.
if you can get college for free, more people would go.
That's definitely true.
At that point, it's literally a choice.
Yeah.
Loans to open businesses.
Yes, literally
Because
a
we
choice.
trying to
We're
bring
trying to
that
own
gap.
wealth
We trying to
again.
close
Yeah.
it.
Close it.
So
yeah.
giving them free
'Cause we
food,
too
not
poor now.
closing the gap.
Yeah, no,
it's
we
not
need to own
going.
stuff. We need.
We
just gonna
We
be
have
fat
nothing. We're
as fuck.
constantly borrowing.
Basically, we
You know,
we already
black
got,
people know how to eat, so
That's one thing.
In the countries where they do
I
have
just
free
somebody-
free education, the
Yeah.
majority of the citizens do go.
go to school
So I support free education for everybody, not just the coloreds.
and not
No.
and
This
kind of
goes-
feeding into the stereo
I
because
think
that's
that's
just kind of
that
how
went
a lot of black
Really?
communities are. But
Yeah.
Oh.
you can't. A
goes
lot
to
of
me.
black
No, it
people
goes
feel
to
like
me.
they can't go to school
Yes.
because
He originally
because
gave
of
it.
money. So it's like, okay, I have to help my mom and my family make money for the house. So school just not a thing that I can do right now. I know way too many black people who live just for survival.
Yeah.
That's it, just to survive.
And that's a
Yeah.
mindset.
Not
So I
thrive,
can
not
pay my
build,
bills.
not, literally survive day to day. If I can get through tomorrow, then I
I'm
can
cool.
go to the day after that. And the day after that, and the day after that.
It's
Survival
really sad.
is the only thing
My
on
mind's good.
a lot of black people's minds. So it's like, I could go to college, but how bills gonna get paid? How we gonna get fed? I gotta keep everybody in the house. Sorry, I need some water.
That is facts.
I had to tickle. But I don't need nothing else to drink today.
And then the minimum wage in St. Louis is still pretty low. But
Yeah.
But it's like the focus isn't long term. I will give it to the white people, especially since, like we said, that gap. They
Head
think
Start.
they like steps, this step, this step, this step. It's more of a long term thing. Black people, obviously, this is a generalization because not everybody think more short term. How to get through a set period of time, survival, and that's what we have to get them out of that mindset.
I'll be
You have to
thinking
want to thrive and feel comfortable enough to do so.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are comfortable where they at. They don't want to lose what they got.
Because that's their main survival.
Yeah, because
So
you
we have
worked
to-
for this.
We have to put ourselves in a position to thrive.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and know what it means to actually live. Like, living ain't working for somebody forever.
When do y'all
You
think
know
the
what I'm
last
saying,
time
type
black
shit.
folks had a jubilee?
What the hell is it?
I'm about to say I'm gonna need
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Because
definitely
the
need
only
a
Jubilee I
definition.
know is X-Men.
Oh,
Yeah.
Were they really just fireworks though, y'all?
In religious terms, like in Christian terms, a jubilee is it's like every 50 years it's a spiritual awakening.
Say it again.
In Christian terms, in Bible terms, a jubilee is every 50 years there's a spiritual awakening.
That's why honestly I'm so excited for this
2012.
generation.
So
Remember
it's
that
like
conversation?
I would actually say the civil rights movement was we had a jubilee. During the time of Reconstruction, we had a jubilee.
Yeah.
They didn't last long, but we just had like a surgence of we can all do this.
We so
Kinda like a
disconnected right now.
renaissance.
See what I
We
mean?
are so
An emotional
disconnected as a
one.
people.
A renaissance. and
That's why I
emotional
said
one.
because
A renaissance,
There you go.
that goes like because everybody kind
a
of
nigga
has like
science.
everybody kind of has like their own
Episode title.
agenda as a black person with how they know. I feel like a lot of black people allow their sub identity to take more precedence over their blackness because Christians feel like they want the world to be one way, or this type of black person wants the world to look like this. And, it's always clashing. Everybody keeps pulling.
When it comes to America, I can say Christians. When it comes to the world, I can't.
I'm just dealing with America right now. Okay. Everybody keeps pulling in these different directions away from just focusing on, look, we are black people. We got this whole. It should be a lot more simple than what it is. We got us, and we got everybody else. Apparently, because everybody don't fuck with us like that. We got some people we got some allies here and there, but we need to get our own thing. We need to get our own population. We need to get our own population.
I don't feel like it's
own
other people
economics.
against us all the time. Though.
I'm not
either.
saying.
I
all
feel
the
like
time.
the system is in motion.
It's
against everybody.
Everything has been.
You know what I mean?
It's so
And, like,
normal.
Even it's the system that puts people in a situation where they feel like they can't be themselves. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a response to our surroundings that cause us to be like, okay, so I'm at work, I can't. You know what I mean?
You mean like code switching?
Yeah.
I feel
But
like. Go ahead.
I'm almost finished. I just I usually try to advocate for everybody to be themselves, and if you can't be yourself in your everyday life, something needs to change. You know what I mean? Like,
you gotta change shit up.
or something can change.
What is yourself? Because I believe we give different people different sides of ourselves.
That's true too.
If it ain't coming naturally, then I don't feel like it's.
It's gonna like
I
you
feel like
guys
it
don't
is
know me
natural.
like they know me, but you guys all know the natural tie.
But that's what I'm saying. If it's natural, then it's not fake. If it's even if it's you got a dice, it got different numbers on each side, but it's still the dice. Like that's what it is. So I'm saying if the dice trying to be a Rubik's cube, that's why we got a problem. It's a problem.
I am really impressed with that analogy.
I like
How you
that.
just pulled it out of
Right
nowhere.
home, dog.
That's actually
Sacred geometry.
That's hard.
Because
I would have never thought of that.
Wait.
That's actually some pulled that completely out of her ass.
Yes, that was perfection, my dude. I was like, oh, everybody, I guarantee you the listeners like, oh, okay.
That sound right. That sound right. Okay. We dice.
So she know what she talking about.
That's why I like playing craps.
oh my god,
He said we dice.
They have some bitch like, bitch, I'm multi-dice. I'm multi-sided, okay?
I mean, but I feel that though.
I never get the freak out of you, because bitch, I'm a dice. I'm multi-sided. You only
Because
get
you
two.
could be acting different with different people, but it's a natural thing. It flows.
Yeah.
You're not pretending.
How
So
my energy
it's
click
like,
with your energy
it's
is
just a part of me. You
Everybody gets the asshole of me, though. Just let you know
That is
that.
very true. That's very true.
that's like the
Yeah.
staple.
Oh, yeah, that's the solid personality.
I don't play about money.
But I think
It's much different from being a Gemini. It's like way more amplified. I promise.
I think the problem comes in that instead of it being just everybody wanting the best for everybody, people like they try to put an identity onto you. So that's why Christians sometimes frustrate me. Well, all the time because now it's like instead of us worrying about what's best for everybody, we worried about what I want you to do. What's best for me? For me, I feel more comfortable day to day knowing nobody out here getting abortions. For what reason, I don't know, because mind your fucking business, but okay, so I can't sleep at night because people can get abortions.
It's because
instead of us worried about what's going to make everybody great and everybody happy, the best that we can, now it's just like, okay, well, no, you're going to do what I want you to do. We've put too much of politics into religion, and that's a problem, because America has too many people for religion to be a part of any part of our government. That just don't make sense.
I don't think that.
Too many opinions.
And I know that's gonna sound shocking coming from me. I do not think we do not need religious people in our politics.
I didn't say that. I'm saying for religion to control what
you
they are.
You should put.
No one religion should control
religion.
anything.
One.
Let me finish.
That I believe.
Let me
No
finish.
one religion should control the system.
Let me finish, bro.
If they're gonna allow you to believe in
What I
anything
wanna
you want,
find out-
you can't put restrictions. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
What
no
I want to
restrictions.
find out is what is the actual denomination of these people who are signing these laws into place? What is the? And we can say they're Christian. What is their actual denomination?
Ask them why don't
Are they
ask
Episcopalian? Are they
Where did Christianity
Baptist?
come from?
Because of the fact that Lutheran, because of the
It's
fact
not
that
ours.
there's different views behind those. That's why there's different lanes to go down.
Yeah, I
Thank
don't
you.
care. Like,
Not one. I
Keep
agree with
your-
you. Not one religion deserves to
yeah,
be
control
over
the whole
politics.
thing.
I agree
Yeah,
there.
no.
And it's like
Especially not the
I say
Abrahamic
that
ones.
because of the fact that in the Muslim countries, I don't like. Okay, so when it comes to me, I don't like Islam. I don't like Christianity. But I have nothing against Christians. I have nothing against Muslims.
Mm-hmm.
But your beliefs make who you are.
To a degree. Ramin Helmel proved that when his beliefs was for the Nazi Party, but he burned the orders telling him to kill to go and kill a whole bunch of Jews. Your beliefs do not make you who you are all the time.
Tell them that. That's because it's the reason because they think
A lot of them know that.
Yeah, I'm about to say they
How do
use
you
it to
know?
control.
How do you know the ones that
Christianity was
How do you?
brought
But
to
okay,
us.
we're not
was
talking about
taught
the
to us
king.
to control
Martin
us.
The
Luther
niggas
King
that passed the
and
abortion
Malcolm
law.
X.
I'm talking about the niggas that passed the abortion law.
Can I say something real quick?
And they were black.
So, I have been studying a lot about when it comes to like how rich people think and stuff like that. Like, you know, I've been really studying money itself and how it's been moving. You know what I'm saying?
How it accumulates and shit
how
like
it
that.
accumulates, what it's used for, what people can do with it. You know what I'm saying? So one of the trainings that I actually like bought to learn about how like rich people think was pretty much leveraging, right? Yeah. Leveraging this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. And then they talk about a mindset. They talk about foundational, this, that, and the other, right? Mm-hmm. So there is a certain mindset. In other words, this is what they're teaching me. There is a certain mindset that you have to have in order to accumulate this much money. Yeah. Right? So what religion does is it breaks you down to a specific mindset that resonates with your type of individual, so that you never break out of that and reach where they are. But I honestly think, just from watching how crazy it is that there are all these different ways of recruitment, I think rich people need more rich people. It's weird. It's like oh shit, there's not enough of us. So we've made too many of them poor. Like we need a community here. Not too much.
We would have to change the trading system.
Well,
if or
trading system's already in the process of being changed, though.
Already in the process of changed.
Or currency.
Well, that's already started to diversify too, because now it's all online.
How much of it?
It is most definitely going very digital. That's stresses me a little bit.
That's going on digital?
Is like motivated by age. Like if this Congress were like 40 years younger, you know what I mean? If they were millennials,
yeah.
Do you think this would actually like be happening?
No,
it depends.
I don't think it would be happening.
It depends, because I've seen it. It really depends on their religious upbringing.
I feel like
the reason why a lot of civilians
change, though.
The reason why a lot of civilians, black, white, Puerto Rican, or Haitian, what's the nigga say on damn Cheetah Girls? Some is the hip hop nation, whatever. But the reason why is because their religious views are letting them see certain things in certain lights. Like Allison and her blue heart, I support this whole abortion ban because a life is a life. Why? Because my Christian values is telling me that a life is a life from conception. Why? Because the main patriarch of my religion is someone who was born off immaculate conception. That's why. And so it's like, my problem is
thought process.
It's not even a thought process. It's just, you can believe that.
No, that is a thought.
Religion
gives you
that mindset is, I feel, toxic.
Depends on their lifestyle.
It depends on the lifestyle. It depends on how they are
because there's
channeling.
There are some good Christian people out there.
It depends on how they're channeling that and then expressing it to the world.
I don't think the Christianity makes them bad, though.
Exactly. It don't.
It's a person thing. It's
don't.
not the religion.
Yeah.
But when you have the mindset,
who happens to be Christian,
when you have the mindset of, hey, I believe in this thing, and I believe that everybody should adhere to this thing, even if they don't think, even if they don't believe in it. That's a toxic.
Vic, before
mindset.
you go, our guest did have his hand up.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, fact. Okay. All right. Hold on. Bring it back. Spotlight. All right. So look. Right. What you're saying. Okay. I'll bring it back. I'm sorry.
I told you I had you.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm working on it. But I had it like as soon as
you're the reason why Thanos got the damn gauntlet out.
You gotta chill out. We can't go that far. All right. Shots. But anyway. So, like I was saying, everything that you were basically saying, religion puts that in place. A true Christian would do just that. A life is a life, this, that, and the other.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
I'm just saying, just the way that
I feel what
you see what I'm saying? Where that thought came from.
Because
people
still,
process things differently because we are still individuals,
but they're taking you into account
from a true Christian. Now, there's a such thing as broken in faith. If you are not following that book to the T, like the people who would like be on their knees the night before Sunday and then go to church, kissing on their kids and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's broken in your face.
There's
a bunch of
is
that.
the money making them shitty people?
Hold on, wait.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to, because I always try to get to the root. I always try to get to the root of everything.
Hey, I feel you.
So the root of all those different behaviors stems from what was brought to us in the first place.
Exactly.
That is true.
It's
That
not
is
ours.
Very true. Even though they may differ, the solid belief is this.
Right. It is a certain set.
And
So
anybody
even though
who's going
even though an individual may deviate from that, those would be the broken faith ones.
Yes.
And
like
those
the people
are the
who
people
say,
that are millionaires.
like the Christians who say, I believe in God, but I don't believe in the Bible. Your faith is technically
Intact.
broken. Broken.
Well, broken
because
due to a
the
set.
Bible is
Okay.
You won't hear a Muslim
Right, I see
say,
what you're saying.
I believe in God, but I don't believe in the Quran.
Yeah.
Even if you're a Sharia or a Shiite, you're not going to say that.
That's why I don't take them seriously, because their faith don't. I'm talking about Christians. Their
But
faith
with
doesn't
hold on,
stand
wait.
on-
But with the Jewish, you will get that. I'm Jewish, but I don't practice my faith,
Yeah, it's more. Of
and
like
that's just because of with them.
a genetic.
They more see Jewish as being me. Like this is my bloodline.
But it's
It
not
has,
a. But it's
it
not
has
blood.
become that.
Why'd
though.
you put that accent
After
on?
years of okay, because what Jewish person?
They're not even the real. They're not even real Jews.
But
They're
after
fucking
so
fake
much time of just inbreeding sounds so bad.
Hold on, wait.
But-
Vic still,
Go ahead.
That's literally the term they
Go
would
ahead,
use.
finish. Go ahead, finish.
I was just saying, after so much time of, if we start a faith right now, and go forward, and we only this group of
A
people,
faith?
the only people who
a faith. We already got one. Wave God Rashad, Wave Master. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all so.
and this group